You motherfuckers ready for this? Can I get a goddamn out there? Welcome, one and all, to the greatest show in the history of mankind. This is the Dusty Smith Show, episode 121. Rolling right through this shit. Thank you for joining me tonight. We have a mediocre show tonight. Amazingly mediocre. That's not my fucking fault. That's your fault. You guys should have got out there and done some more interesting shit this week. But hey, the good news is it's a Dusty Show, so it's going to be better than everybody else is doing, because that's what we fucking do here. With humility, with amazing humility and handsomeness, we're going to put on the best show ever. So thank you for fucking joining me tonight. Love you guys, as always. Let's start the show by seeing what the Poors have to say. What's up, Poors? You poor, disgusting motherfuckers who have no money for me. I love you anyway, in my own way. Goddamn, thank you, astronaut. Appreciate it. You're one of the good ones. I'm here. My buddy is here. Gonna be a great show. All the fucking ready. Goddamn. Hell yeah. Vaccines work. They do. True story. Just ask Alex Jones. Alex Jones, who we're gonna talk about getting in trouble, as he's wanting to do. Alex Jones. Hey, Dusty. Do you have a cat named Dusty? I do not have a cat named Dusty. Dusty is my real name. People are always like, is that a nickname, Dusty? Nope. My dad's got a good sense of humor. My dead daddy. I guess he had a good sense of humor. Dusty, what's the name, Nerd? Good to see you tonight. Appreciate ya. Yay, Dusty. Word up. Goddamn. Hey, Poors. Yeah, Poors. You guys aight. Sometimes. Shake my head at you fucking Poors. The tunes, though, I know, right? It's Dust Step. An original song by Dusty Smith called Wobble Wobble. Amazing. Available on my SoundCloud if you guys want to download that. All right. Folks! Patron! You guys know how Patron works, right? Well, then why are you a patron of mine? Motherfuckers, do it! And also, Super Chats. Hey, the library of the shows and Super Chats. I answer all of them. I don't dodge any questions. Why the fuck would I? So, Super Chat me, motherfuckers. You also know how this works. Motherfuckers, do it. And only 275 people watching, but 153 likes. That's a shame. Good damn all of you. Danny Nerdic, 1999. Screw it. Take more dough. I will. You awesome, handsome son bitch. I was gonna spend it on weed. Well, that's also pretty good expenditure of your money. Steak and dog food. I can see that. Also, Dusty, if you ever get a Nintendo Switch, let's get a Dust Buddy Pokemon League together. Hell yeah. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm going to play that new Tiny Tina's Wonderland, which is the next installment of the Borderlands series. Going to play the fuck out of that. Might do that on Twitch. We'll see what the fuck happens. I don't know. But you guys like Borderlands? One of my favorite series. And new game just dropped today. So you might check that out. Keep it real, Dusty. Hey, I don't know any other way than real as fuck, DC Days. Appreciate it. Selenia, you a Dust Buddy? Cool. He's a Dust Buddy? Cool. Just a reminder of how goddamn great you are. Yeah, you're awesome. E gave me $100. What up, E? Greatest human in the fucking world is E. Dead pirate, motherfucker. And Kieran Lover, 1972, Dusty. I'm low on money, so here's a little money. Hey, it all adds up, Kieran Lover. I appreciate it. E at least has her back. Hero to the show. E. And Gary Stillman, $10 cat food. Fuck yeah, I need all the cat food I can get. These motherfuckers eat so much. They are, I don't know, it's almost like they have to live or some shit. Don't know. It's a mystery. Folks, let me click off all this bullshit. Somebody sent me this. Your boy Dusty making it, folks. Apparently there's this like a semi-viral video.
Back, guys. Hope you'll enjoy today's video too.
Road rage! It's all road rage videos. These motherfucker road raging it all up. So I was skipping around to this. And yeah, road rage, don't get all mad. Be chill. And then I was listening to this one and see if this sounds familiar to you.
Watch a couple videos, we put debunk their shit and have criticism so that you can fire back with relevant criticism.
It's me! It's me! I'm in this viral road rage video!
I just fly from the seat of my pants.
Some badass motherfucker riding down the road listening to me, of course.
Because regardless of how many times you say, I'm just an idiot comedian.
And hopefully you guys who are listening to me are not experiencing road rage yourself. Because if you watch this show, you know we're chill as fuck. Don't let it ruin your day, but cool. Nice to see people listening to me as they drive around. Super sweet. And all right, cool. Gonna start us off as we usually do with a little religious bullshit. If you know the song, feel free to sing along. Gonna belt it out. Goes a little something like, religious bullshit, religious bullshit, religious bullshit. It's time for religious bullshit, motherfuckers. It's time for religious bullshit. Voice of an angel, blessed by God. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you. I'm waiting my Grammy any goddamn second now. Fuck you. Grammy nominations. All right, first off, on religious bullshit, folks, do you know that God sounds like whoever he's talking to? It's true. I mean, you might think that's just because all you're hearing is your internal monologue. You're basically your own brain talking to yourself. So usually you hear it in your own voice, which is explains why God sounds exactly like you. But nah, folks, God's just doing that on purpose so you can understand what he's saying real well. This lady explains it perfectly. Thank you, good liars.
He's my president. I'm with him 100%. He's anointed by God to lead this country and this world.
When did you actually know that moment?
When it began being prophesized and publicized by the prophets.
When people talk to God, like, is God speaking to them in English?
God talks to me, and he talks to me in a language I understand. So,
well, like, what does it sound like?
he sounds different to each person because
What does he sound like to you?
What does he sound like?
I'm from Brooklyn. He sounds like Brooklyn. He talks to me like I'm from Brooklyn.
Like how?
Like how?
Yeah.
Like, hey, it's me, God. I'm having a Brooklyn pizza here.
God, why'd you do that?
Do you want to take the picture? Do you mind just snapping the picture?
Yep, sounds just like me. Sounds like my voice. It sounds exactly like something I would say if I were God. Amazing how that works out for you there. Just saying. Like when I was a Christian, God talked to me all the time in my head. I didn't hear like any auditory hallucinations or anything. It was just basically my mind, the same voice that talks to me in my head, but then my mom was telling me, hey, it's God. It's God. I remember one time I was going to go see a girl that broke up with me. And I was like, God, I really want to get back with this girl that broke up with me. And God was like, look up at the sky, Dusty. And it was my voice. It sounded just like what I just said. Look up at the sky, Dusty. I looked up at the sky and I saw a cloud that looked like a thumbs up. And I was like, holy shit, God is giving me a thumbs up. So I went and saw this girl and she still broke up with me anyway. Didn't work. Fuck you, God. It's almost like your cloud thumbs up wasn't shit at all. Broken-hearted Dusty, but I didn't get to make out with her a little bit before he broke up, so that's cool. Awesome. And next up, folks, you guys see this one? So once again, conservatives sending their absolute best. This is a Bible-believing Christian nationalist who wants to shoot godless commies in the face is running for state senate. Of course he is. Last September, MAGA pastor Jason Lockmire, who was challenging Senator James Lankford in Oklahoma's Republican primary, had a campaign event at which he was endorsed by right-wing activist Jaron Jackson. Shocker. Anyway, let's see what this life winner has to say about everything. I'm sure we'll all be amused.
I told God anytime I got a platform and a microphone, I would preach the gospel. I care most about Jesus Christ. I don't want anyone to go to hell. If you believe in the death, the burial, the resurrection of Jesus Christ as the only way to go to heaven, you will go. Unlike these godless commies who reject Christ, they will burn forever in a lake of fire. And Lord willing, we will send them through military tribunals, heels a-clacking all the way, to meet their creator.
I don't want anyone to go to hell, but Lord willing, we're going to murder you all and send you to hell. I mean, it does seem a little bit like you want us to go to hell, dude. I mean, like they're cheering for it. Listen to them. Yay! Murdering people in the name of God. Super cool. Hey, let's listen to what else this guy has to say. I think he has a few other interesting things that might be of note.
It's really easy to put a bullet in someone else's head. It's not hard. You get a gun, you load it. I have no guns. They're all replicas, and magic rocks don't shoot. You can take a gun, shoot somebody in the face. It's not hard. Sometimes it might even be fun. If they're a godless commie and you really hate them, like it feels good, fleshly good to fulfill your flesh. But that's wrong. It's sinful. That's why we don't do it.
That's the only reason you don't do it? Goddamn! They're so fucking crazy. Play.
So this brings up the issue of what does a modern day militia look like? Because if you're like me, you see these godless commies and you're like, I want to shoot them in the face. But because you're like me and you're a law-abiding patriot, you're not going to do that because that's illegal. Or is it?
Or is it? Maybe it's not. I'm just saying, like, I'm a dirty, filthy, godless atheist and everything, but I don't have any inclination to shoot anybody in the face. Almost like you don't have any moral character whatsoever. And one more, folks.
He declared war. That's a major charge. Let's investigate what that means. For the time of man, since the very beginning of time, war has always been an effort to reestablish harmony according to whatever deity that you fight for. Joe Biden is trying to establish harmony for the deity that he supports. I submit to you, he is a tool for Satan. I submit to you that this is a war primarily of the mind. They come in through the eyes, come in through the ears, and they try to control. And this is my word of warning for patriots, for Christians, people who love America and want freedom to continue. Don't take the bait. Don't pull the trigger. Don't participate in a false flag type situation.
Tell them.
Because what they're trying to do is they're trying to get people who are righteously angry to do something that they can then justify as a fig leaf.
We don't want you
in
to
their
murder
mass
people.
propaganda media to convince everybody else who is otherwise already on their plantation to convince the slaves that they need to go against the war. The people like you, people like me, are trying to fight for their freedom too. And so the way forward, and this is where I would have people, don't comply. Don't do it. The way that you break this enemy is not by putting bullets in people's heads. I mean, that is not going to solve this. We are not there yet. The way that you break this enemy is you don't obey him.
Not there yet, folks, but you're trying to get us there. Don't lie. And one more. Here he is. Has a campaign video he put out. And symbolism?
We are at war with communism, or I should say communism is at war with us. This war is designed to not look like a war. They're coming for our kids. They've destroyed the economy. They've hostaged the government. I'm a Bible-believing Christian. I believe that the gospel of Jesus Christ is the only way to salvation. I also think it's the only way we overcome. I think it's the way that we win. I know it's the way that we win. I'm running for state senate, and on June 28th, I'd like to ask for your vote and for you to unleash me.
That's right, folks. Unleash him! Do it! Now he's going to make a huge difference. What a boon that would be for the largest political body in the land to have that giant genius motherfucker in there. Sharpen his knives, try to scare us. We know. And folks, I love this next story. God damn it, I love Jesus. I fucking love God. They have such an amazing sense of humor. They was like in heaven, and God was like, Jesus, watch this shit. Then he was like, hey, Bianca Grossi. And she was like, oh, God, is that you? And God was like, totally, it's me, God. Hey, Bianca, I want you to run for Senate. You're totally going to win. And I also want you to be as obnoxious as you could possibly be and arrogant as fuck and get out there, pretend like you speak for me. And it's going to be awesome when you win. And so she's like, cool. And she got out there and she said, God told me I was going to win. And then the guy was like, psych your mind. And she lost brutally. But hey, don't worry, folks. It was stolen from her. Everybody knows it was stolen from her. And she going to get her revenge. Because even though God let her lose, God still has empowered her to get vengeance upon his enemies. That's just the way he rolls. God damn it, if this is not the epitome of a fucking Karen. Look how arrogant she is, how so full of herself she is. And then how these fucking idiots are cheering for her, no matter how obnoxious she makes herself out to be.
God chose me for a reason. I didn't lose, I won, because guess what? I've been in the Democrat plantation and I've been in the Democrat den and I know their playbook. But now, you just on make me more dangerous.
Oh no!
Because now, the lion went into the lion's den, and now those hyenas thought they were gonna eat me up, but guess what? They fed me, and they fed me good.
Woo! So wait a minute, in this analogy, you're the lion, and you went to the lion's den, but there was a bunch of hyenas in your den, and then you ate them instead? I think you might have, should have skipped a meal or something there. Woo! Super cool!
I now know your strategies. I know what you think.
You don't know.
I know what you're doing. And you've just made me more dangerous.
Oh no. Terrifying.
And I know so because I got people telling me, girl, look, girl, you better get some security because you now peddling in somebody's manure.
Nobody
and I said,
gives
look,
a shit.
let me tell you something.
No one cares. No one's scared.
They're going to have to deal with God.
Oh, God.
They don't need to worry about me.
Why did you lose them?
They need to deal with God. They need to be ready for God because God knows exactly what they did.
Fuck your
See,
God.
you don't steal from me or you. You steal from him.
That's right. I didn't lose. You guys stole from God. Apparently God's a goddamn wuss. Can't even stop people fucking stealing from him. It's almost like he's not all-powerful at all.
Because when he chooses you and he tells you to go, you go and you don't ask questions.
I don't know. If a voice starts telling me to do shit, I got some fucking questions. I might like go seek medication or some shit because it's schizophrenia. It's bad. And Pastor Ken Peters of the Patriot Church, he is just out there endorsing political candidates. But don't worry, folks. He's found a loophole. I mean, I know that the whole point of churches being tax exempt was to stop them from endorsing political candidates, but that doesn't stop them. They gonna do it fucking anyway.
We have a guest who is running for office. In case you are thinking, whoa, you're not allowed to endorse candidates at church. You're at the wrong church. This is Patriot Church. We endorse whoever we want to endorse.
I'm sure you do, like all the churches do.
And you're like, well, what about your 501c3? Well, two things there. Number one, I had a 501c3 in Spokane. That never stopped me.
Wow. I don't care shit about the rules.
But when we started this church here in Tennessee, we are not a 501c3, so we can do whatever we want. Whatever we want. No. We're a free church.
No, that's not
Feels good to be free. Now, the 501c3 never stopped me, but at least I don't even have to think about it now. We're 508(1)A, which is in the IRS code. It's totally awesome and cool. We're a free church.
It's totally awesome and cool that we no longer have to follow the rules, but you're supposed to. Like I pointed out to you guys before, no one ever holds the churches accountable. Even though they're breaking the laws, the IRS doesn't do anything. Fucking Biden's not going to do anything. Trump's certainly not going to do anything. These people can do whatever they want to with impunity, and the rules don't apply to them. Because America, I don't know why we're pretending. They continuously get out there and stump for candidates in every fucking church now. Nothing's stopping these motherfuckers. So tax these motherfuckers stat. And here's from the same people that continuously tell us that we're all snowflakes and get triggered by everything. Imagine having this response to going to the fucking mall. This dude having a meltdown over the goddamn... No, wait a minute. This is not even the right clip. All right, let me go ahead and play that clip for you since I'm talking about it. Imagine having this kind of a meltdown over the fucking mall.
I went to the mall yesterday with my wife, and we were trying to find a bookstore. Big mistake.
Okay, have you tried online? Amazon, you know, it's 2020 now. We have digital books. Pretty popular. I want to check that out.
Because no one reads anymore. No one reads. You go to the mall, they didn't have a bookstore in the entire mall because nobody wants to read anymore. Nobody wants to open up a book. They just want to play the stupid, mindless video games and watch the stupid reality TV. Nobody's educated. Nobody wants to read a book. We couldn't even find. We had to leave the mall. I walked in there. I thought it was in a whorehouse. And just women all over.
Where was this mall? I want to go to this mall now. It sounds like an awesome mall.
Mini skirt, all the rest of it. Prostitutes all over the place. At least they looked like it. I said, man, we got to get the heck out of here. This is worse than it usually is. I don't know where I was in Sodom or Houston or whatever, but I came there with my wife just trying to family outing at the mall, and there's literally I'm not kidding. There was a faggot who walked outside of some H&M faggoty, effeminate, queer store, and he's prancing. He's just skipping around with something he just bought. And I'm there with my son. I'm like, I'm trying to cover his eyes. I look everywhere. There's whores and sodomites and filth all over the place. I'm saying, where the heck am I? What's going on in this society? What the heck is going on in Houston, Texas? Why aren't there more Baptist preachers getting up and preaching against this stuff?
Against the mall.
Maybe it'd be a little cleaner. Maybe I can go to the mall with my wife and son and not have to be defiled. My eyes not to be defiled. Go to the mall, just trying to find a book that I can use for the evening service as a prop.
Oh my God, I can't believe I saw a gay dude who was happy. He was skipping around. My eyes. But you guys are totally snowflakes and get triggered by everything. Maybe you guys need to beef up a little bit. And this motherfucker having a church cookout and everything seems kosher at first, but then.
And on May 14th, we are going to have a Steadfast Cookout Fellowship. And it's going to be located at the Arcadia Lake and Creek Pavilion there. And it's going to be an afternoon of just hanging out, having some good time, eating some good food. All is welcome. If you have family or friends that you would like to invite to that,
so you're inclusive.
Definitely encourage you to do that.
Okay, cool.
And want to make it a big event. There's an area for swimming for
swim.
those who like to do that.
I like to swim.
And there's also a playground area for the young ones.
to play.
That they can.
And what are we playing?
Go and play Smear the Queer and tag and all those things as well. So
wait, what?
What
we doing? What we doing? Who we smearing? What's that? Oh no! Why don't we just go to the mall? Because I'm pretty sure if we want to do that, the mall is the best place. H&M, they're all happy at the mall. We go smear them, yo. Show them the love of Christ. Cause super cool. And folks, you know how much I love you. I love you so much that I watched 2 documentaries this week about Hillsong Church. That's right. I covered this in my last show. Apparently, I watched the wrong documentary. They just came out with 2 different fucking documentaries. And so I watched the other one. Let me show you this shit. Let's see what Dusty been watching. No porno here. See how my shows I've been watching? I've been watching Atlanta. The new season of Atlanta's out. At least the first couple episodes. I watched that shit. Been watching Samuel L. Jackson, The Last Days. I don't know how you pronounce this name. Ptolemy Gray. I think the P's silent. Tough word. BattleBots. Minx is a pretty good show. I've been watching that. You guys seen that. But anyway, 2 different documentaries about Hillsong. And this was a little bit better than the other one. But it's pretty much the same shit. Already covered. Let me show you a little bit. Is this the right episode? Yeah. Most of this whole thing was about Frank Lentz, this motherfucker. Sexy ass Frank Lentz. Not Frank, Carl Lentz. The hipster douchebag who was the leader of all the Hillsong Church, I think, in New York and everything. So it goes into his whole thing. And pretty much his whole sermons are like, don't have sex. Don't have sex. Overcome it. If you're truly of God, you will overcome your lust. Don't do it. Don't do it. So then they had him and his mistress on there. Here he is, sending videos to his mistress.
It's a long video. That is what it is.
There's his mistress.
So I'll talk to you soon.
And she's out there saying, yeah, he was banging me out every night while he was out there at church telling you guys not to have sex. Telling you guys to fight it. He was railing me. Met her at the park. He was like, you're hot. And so, they went into detail about he was pretty much just banging out everybody in his church while he was at the same time telling everybody else not to have sex. So exactly what you would expect from these hypocritical motherfuckers. So this one was called Hillsong, a Mega Church Exposed. So if you guys want to watch that one, you can. It's all right. I pretty much told you everything you need to know about it. And that is my religious bullshit. Hope you motherfuckers enjoyed it. We got plenty of time, so let me check the pours. What are you pouring over there? Poor motherfuckers. Adultery for Jesus. They were talking about how it almost seemed like he was jealous when any of the other women in his congregation would admit to him that they had sex with their boyfriends. He would like try to break them up and get mad at them. He like wanted all the women for himself. Typical megalomania, narcissistic Christian preacher bullshit. Atlanta, yeah, Atlanta's pretty good. Not a bad show. I jerk off to Dusty. I don't blame you. Hey, I'm honored to be somebody's reason to masturbate. Man, I got all kinds of reasons to masturbate. I pretty much masturbated to the thought of having sex with every woman I've ever met in the entirety of my whole life. So I am disgusting. Ooh, whoa, yeah, whoa, what else? I miss good arcades back in the day. Now we have like virtual reality and shit. At home is way better. We live in the golden era of video games now. It's pretty fucking amazing. Did Jesus not bang Mary Magdalene? Don't know. There's that one version of the gospel that says he had a kid with Mary Magdalene, right? The last temptation of Christ, and what that was about, I think. Worst people? Definitely. Surprise, surprise, surprise. I know we're all shocked. Prepare your shock face. It's going to be important later on in the show. Get ready for that. Vanilla Isis. Yep, Al-Qaeda. The Gravy Seals. Doing what the Gravy Seals do. Masturbate to this comment, Dusty. I will later. And I'm a little horny right now, so I will masturbate after the show. Believe that! I'm a degenerate as well, Dusty. The degenerates unite! Fuck yeah, this is the best cult. I know, right? It's the only good one. Man, this is a very lightly viewed show tonight. But half of you have the like button, the other half have not. So half of you are horrible, horrible, horrible pieces of trash. Why? Why do you want to be like that? Just hit the like button. I will love you forever. When's Dusty Coin coming out? Oh, when's Dusty Coin coming out? Hell yeah, I was going to do Logicoin. That'd be awesome. But I have this thing where I feel bad about conning people out of money, so I don't do it. It's kind of like a shortcoming on my part. Man, I'd be so fucking rich, but I can't do that, unfortunately, so never. Send super chats, or I'll give my dog belly scritches in your honor. Okay. Daddy Erdick. Gonna get belly scritches for every super chat, so do it. Hey, Dusty, thanks for being awesome. Hey, thank you for supporting the show and being awesome yourself, Christine. Have it, y'all. Blaze it. For the love of the fuzzes. Gonna miss the live show, so I came to immortalize my ass. Well, hell yeah, you can catch it on the flip side. Good to see you, Heavy Cha. See you on the reruns. Danny Eric, I can't remember who I was watching, but they referred to Nick Fuentes as Booga Eden. Your bits are being poached. I know, man. I'm like one of the most, I don't want to say one of the most, but they do, some of the other streamers do copy my bits and stuff. It's funny, I noticed that they have all these, on Twitter, they have all their favorite streamers, their tier list, S tier, A, B, C, and they're always listing all their favorite streamers. And I see these all the time, but I can't help to notice I am never listed on any of these charts by anybody. Even though the vast majority of people they list, my show does better numbers than theirs do. It's weird how I've been depersoned. I mean, it's not that bad because I like to stay out of all that bullshit anyway because it's kind of annoying to be part of all that drama, but it's still funny how they depersoned me. Gary's telling me cat food. I already read that. Cool. Oh, just watched Severance because you mentioned it. Fabulous commentary on the abuse of everyday worker. I know, right? It's like my living nightmare. Imagine being stuck at work forever, never sleeping, never having a break, just work, work, work. Fuck not all that. Hell exists. That's probably what it is. Anything else? Did I miss any? I don't think so. Cool. Awesome. Hit the like button, everybody. Let's do it. Wonder why no one's watching the show tonight. Probably didn't tell people about the show. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Who gives a shit, right? We'll have a little casual show. Just me and you guys. It's nice and cozy. Next up, gonna do a little Chud Watch. There's a blank sheet. If you know the song, feel free to sing along. It's the Star Wars thing. Goes a little something like this. Chud Watch, talking about Chud Watch. We talk about chuds and make fun of them. Perfect timing as always. Nailed it. How do I do this so fucking well? It's amazing. First off, on Chud Watch, the Karen convoy still going strong. I don't know what they're fucking even wanting at this point. It seems like they've just devolved into a bunch of conspiracy theory nonsense, just exactly as you imagine. Well, first off, apparently they believe that Donald Trump has sent to them coded messages, giving them some kind of new Bill of Rights. I don't know. Let's go ahead and hear this guy explain it. This is a QAnon group embedded with the People's Convoys of DC, made a manifesto video in front of a hybrid Confederate flag. I love the scenery in the back. They really put a lot of time into this. They're like, all right, we need a background. Hey, let's put a bunch of medals up there, and let's put a flak jacket, 2 AR-15s. I don't know, this is AR-15? 2 semi-automatic rifles, so they know we're fucking serious as shit. And then, of course, have to have some American flags and Jesus, because it's just not Christianity without guns and flags. And this hybrid Confederate flag, they're not racist, y'all. Don't worry. But anyway, here's their manifesto. It's sane as fuck.
I have an urgent message for the frontline patriots in the trucker convoy. United we stand, divided we fall. You're representing we the people, the beacon of hope here and around the world. We need to carry a unified message into Washington, D.C.
What is that?
And hang out there until our demands are met.
What's your demands?
President Trump left us a 2020 Declaration of Independence.
He did not.
We need to sign that Declaration of Independence, stand by it, watch the videos. Number 2, we the people abolished the government as a destructive government.
You did not do that.
Last year.
Okay.
The government is also bankrupt. We don't have to recognize that. They're done.
No.
Sign the abolishment, stand behind it. Number 3, when we get on the streets of Washington, D.C., any law enforcement that we come up, any media, politician that the truckers and this patriots on the front lines approach, we need to hand them citizens' arrests. The documents exist. You can get them.
No, you can't.
Citizens arrest to every law enforcement for Joseph Biden, Kamala Harris, Fauci, and all the other criminals.
Well, who's going to enforce it? There's no government, according to you. So pretty much a little problem in your plan right there. Let's see what the fuck else he has to say.
Any military that we come up to, we have to give them a petition to the military. Petition the military. Call the military to duty. When we approach them in Washington, D.C.,
you've abolished the government,
you go up to them and you hand them a document and say, sir, I need you to live up to your oath of office. Who's your commanding officer? Here's the document. We petition the military. We, the people, petition the military to, number 1, live up to their oath of office and remove all foreign and domestic terrorists here and around the world. Number 2, restore the constitutional republic to here in America and around the world. Number 3, capture and return Washington, D.C. to we the people.
To Donald Trump.
Any military.
Install a dictator. That's what they want. Abolish the government, install our government, says the fascist fuckers.
Let's get this done. Washington, D.C., the world is watching the trucker convoy.
We're making fun of you.
Hold the line until the citizens' arrests are made. Until Biden is hauled off in handcuffs and it's on TV.
Totally.
Hold the line until the military calls into action. Hold the line in D.C. until President Trump recognizes the consent of the governed and steps up for us. That's the mission. That's how we win. That's how we, the people, make our statement and declare our freedoms.
Definitely living in reality. All this totally gonna happen. Super, super true. And I want to hear more about this Declaration of Independence that Trump created.
Okay, guys, this is Jim. I met him through this process the other day. This is his cousin Joe. And Jim, tell people what you're doing.
Okay, what we have going on here is in 2020, President Trump left us.
Don't go far.
Left us a Declaration.
I want to show you something.
Of Independence.
Okay.
The Declaration of Independence tells us who our enemies were, what they did to us, how they did it, and how we the people declare independence from these enemies.
Okay.
From here, we the people on March 29th, help me out here, bro. March 29th, 2021, issued an abolishment notice, which was our right and duty to do, to the federal government as a destructive government. We issued this abolishment notice to the National Guard, to the Capitol Hill Police, all Congress, Joe Biden, and all their official service mailboxes, and we read it on the hill, on the steps of the Capitol building to the National Guard soldiers and the Capitol Police. That video is available at We the People.
There you have it, folks. They abolished the government. That's how you do. Just like mail them some shit and read it, and then no more governments. This is real life, yo. And speaking of the Karen convoy, this dude got his own speakers, and he showed up at the Karen convoy, and he was like, hey, this is the Freedom Convoy. Everybody that wants to speak will have a chance to speak. And
ostracize us from society. Like, what are they going to do without us? And so that's about it. That's all I wanted to say. I wanted, to make sure everybody knows that, they are heard. They deserve to be heard. An opportunity for everybody who wants to speak, who wants to address. We're going to give you that opportunity.
Right, folks. This is the Freedom Convoy. Everybody who wants to speak will get the opportunity.
Set up a mic, and you're going to be heard. Because, when you go home, or maybe on social media, wherever the case may be, they're not allowing you to be heard. And if you can't be heard here, where
can you be heard? That's
right?
right. This is the only place for freedom of speech, folks. You're guaranteed the right to speak.
Not sure what just happened, folks. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I'm not sure what he was talking about. He had no permission to talk. He didn't speak for the People's Convoy.
Oh, okay.
I can tell you that.
Oh.
I don't know where he's talking about location, moving to. I don't know what the secret is. He is not an organizer.
Not
at
part
all.
of it. Not at all.
Understand that, please. I mean that.
It means
in
it.
a godly Christian
in a
way.
godly Christian man. Don't believe this motherfucker. I mean it in the name of Jesus.
It's about freedom. We can talk about freedom.
Freedom.
But there was more than that. What I heard. More than happy to let you use the speakers. I mean, if you don't want to let me, if you don't want the people to have a voice, then I can't support it.
It's not your time. Who's talking?
Whose convoy is this?
Whose convoy is this?
No, it's not yours.
No, it's our convoy. They say they don't want anybody speaking at the convoy who's not approved by them because it's not really for the people. It's their megaphone to do what they want to. It's their boys club, and this guy is not part of their little in-group. So fuck you! You thought this was about freedom of speech? Well, hell no, dipshit.
Not elected. We're not neutral. We don't take things over. It's going to get really ugly fast.
You're taking over the convoy. You're shutting it down. You're shutting it down right now. Do you understand that?
I feel like you can leave if you keep doing this and interrupting
take your
the organizers.
and get out.
All the way from fucking California. I'm not here for this.
Let them fight.
Settle down.
You need to go. Get the fuck out of here. You free speech wannabe, motherfucker.
Let's slow it up. Let's slow it up.
Slow it down, motherfucker. Slow it up.
That is like leftist media 101. Slow down. Slow down. That's bullshit. He needs to watch his mouth.
Watch your mouth, motherfucker.
Let's talk about it.
I love this guy up here in the trench coat. He's super fucking cool.
Hey, Marcus, the People's Convoy is a bullhorn right here.
That was bad, man. Please don't touch me.
That's slander, really bro. Bad, that's slander. You know that?
I watched your chat.
I'm a LLC company, and that's slander.
You're keeping the money, man. You're not giving it to any of us. Tell your fans.
Do you have proof I'm keeping money?
We haven't gotten any.
Do you have proof? Do you have proof that I've been raising money for this?
So just what you expect when you get a bunch of fucking assholes together, turning on each other. And this guy's the real guy I find funny right here. So this guy's probably a fucking piece of shit. Total goddamn douchebag. But the funny part is, he's literally extremely calmly explaining his position. And there's always one person, when you're really calm, who's like, just calm down. I mean, there's no way this guy could be any calmer. It's hilarious.
Freedom is for all.
A lot of money off.
Asking him not to get more division on camera.
So he's basically saying, hey, the reason I oppose this guy speaking is because it's basically dividing us and it's making us look like we're all divided, and that's the reason I'm opposing this. I disagree with him, but he's being calm as shit.
More division on camera. So I'm asking him not to talk to a certain person, and because, well, we don't want more division on camera right now. So I'm asking him. He wants to film everything, you know what? And he does it for money.
You need to relax.
Man, relax.
You need to relax. I mean, he's literally as relaxed as he could possibly be. Like I said, I don't like this guy, but he can't get any more relaxed than this.
You need to be sorry to say this.
Always somebody, though. Always somebody. Relax. All right? I don't know how to be any more relaxed. And then, folks, like, I kind of feel sorry for some of these guys. Like, I totally feel sorry for them. So this guy went to the Canadian convoy and ended up spending all his fucking money. And like I told you guys, a lot of these people are just fucking losers. And I don't mean that, I guess I do mean that disparagingly, but like, it is sad that they just sort of want someplace to fit in. And they don't even necessarily believe in any of the shit that's going on or have an opinion about it. They are just lonely. And they want to feel like they belong to something. And this is a prime example of this.
Yeah, and I'm like, I started researching it, and I'm like, well, I'm not doing anything, and like, maybe I can help. Maybe I can do something else with my time than sit at home and stay behind my screen all the time. It was amazing. It just like all the people waving flags and everything, and I thought that was a cause, that was bigger than me, and I thought, it was worth the effort to go. I start giving people my business card with my phone number on it, and I start delivering fuel and picking up laundry and delivery for restaurant and everything for the trucker. And I got arrested for bringing people fuel. The van was impounded for 30 days. I asked my bank on February 14th how much money that I spent from January 27 to the 14th, and the total was a little bit over 13,000.
And you were promised you're going to get your money back in the end, right?
Yes, but first of all, we had a sheet, and we're supposed to write our gas receipts. So I give it to them, and I sent them 4 emails between the 9th and the 14th, and never got any answer from anybody.
Shocker.
Like right now, I could go get my van, but I have to pay the impound fee and I have to pay the towing fee. So I can't even afford to eat right now. So there's no point of me going back there after 30 days, pay like $1,200 and the fuel, and what am I going to do with this vehicle? So I need to concentrate to try to put myself back together. And the van is just a van. I would like to apologize to people in Ottawa. I'm sorry you guys had to take it on, and I feel so bad. Like, all I wanted was to help people, and we're supposed to unite everybody in Canada. Everybody that went to Ottawa was like a magnet. They needed something to believe in, and like me, and they need something to
be a part of.
Break the monotony of the life, to break this,
This dude just wanted a friend, though, really. That's what the sad part is. I know it's easy to make fun of him, and yeah, he was an asshole and went and got dragged into this. But he's just like a sad, lonely dude. Lost $13,000. He was thrown out of his house. Lost his vehicle. Just completely fucked over by all this. So, like, I don't really feel that sorry for him, but at the same time, like, I mean, as long as you're like an edgelord, as long as you're not toxic as fuck, welcome to the Cult of Dusty. Like, we accept everybody here, as long as you're decent human beings. So, like, maybe you can find a better group of people to be a part of. Like, this is not the only place where you could go to fit in, but, like, I'm just trying to, I don't know, be more inclusive and accepting of these weirdos. Because I'm a weirdo, too, I'm a fucking real strange motherfucker, too. So I just feel sorry for these people. I really do have empathy towards them. I just think they're getting pulled in the wrong direction because they're so desperate to have friendship and camaraderie. Yeah, he's being honest, at least. I'll hand him that. And you guys hear about this latest story about the Governor Whitmer kidnapping? This motherfucker basically turning on his co-conspirators, telling exactly what they were planning, exactly what they were going to do. Militia activists who plotted to kidnap Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer hoped to start a second civil war before the 2020 presidential election and keep Joe Biden out of office. A former colleague testified Wednesday in federal court. Ty Garbin of Heartland, currently serving a 75-month sentence after pleading guilty to kidnapping conspiracy charge in January 2021, testified against remaining defendants Wednesday in the blockbuster federal trial that experts say is a test of the government's ability to crack down on growing domestic extremism. They were planning to blow up a fucking bridge to make sure the cops couldn't get to them in time, hoping they could start a civil fucking war and keep Joe Biden from the White House. Make sure that we could have Trump in there, I guess, for life, because dictatorship is super cool. That's what conservatism has turned into, domestic terrorism. But, let's have Joe Rogan tell us about how the biggest issue of our day is trans athletes or some shit. It's not just what you talk about on your show. It's what you don't talk about on your show, you know? What you choose to put your magnifying glass, your spotlight on, and what you choose not to talk about whatsoever. And that's really the gauge of how you influence your audience, which, you know, is beautifully illustrated by what people like Joe Rogan is doing. He chooses the minutia on the left to put the spotlight on, while at the same time totally ignoring the horrific, violent bullshit the right is up to. And speaking of horrific shit the right is up to, Dave Rubin still experiencing amazing fallout from the fact that he's having a kid as a gay man. Shame on you! I guess not just that he's having a kid as a gay man, but also that he has a surrogate carrying his baby, which is an oh hell no from the religious right. And here are these fascist assholes once again showing the love of God on crosstalk. How vile could they possibly be? Let's find out.
Satan is so smart, right? He has this ability to infiltrate everything that is good and completely crush it. He's like a Death Eater from Harry Potter. He's just crushing all of the lightness and turning everything cold and dark. That's what Satan loves to do. And for instance, the conservative movement is not pro-gay marriage. We are not pro-abortion. We are not pro-secularism and worldly practice. We are pro-Christian values. And what Dave Rubin posted is, in my eyes, the most evil thing that you could ever do.
Oh, most evil thing you could ever do! Stand back slavery, stand back genocide, murder, rape. Nope! The worst thing you could ever do, having a baby as a gay man. Shh.
Who adopts the doctrine of the devil? What does that make you?
A demon.
A demon.
A demon.
A Satanist, right?
Absolutely
These are the basic understandings that we have to come to, because the notion that everyone is just a conservative and hey, we're going to be yoked together. I can't be yoked with people who are taking kids for surrogates and trying to make this the neo-nuclear family model. Yeah. No, you guys are like the spiritual version of neo-Nazis, right? You're trying to destroy God's union, okay? So I think that it would be fair to ban all gay couples for adoption. That might be.
I say just ban all gay people.
Okay.
There we go. Ban all gay people. Say the freedom lovers who hate big government, but let's have the government in everybody's bedrooms to ban homosexuality. You know, just like they do in all the theocratic countries. Super cool, Christianity. Way to show that love of Christ. And Milo, still at it. Here's your good buddy Milo, fellow gay conservative, showing you, hey, isn't it the right that is so loving, so understanding? Dave Rubin is why I support the death penalty for unrepentant sodomites. Of course, like I said a million times before, Milo is himself an unrepentant sodomite. He's still an incredibly gay man. This is all just a con for him, right? A way to make money from a guy who will say and do anything to make a buck. Conservatism, that's what it's all fucking about. The grift never goddamn ends. And Dr. Phil impersonator Kid Rock went public this week to say Donald Trump sought his advice on North Korea and Islamic State. Musician who visited the White House in 2017 with Ted Nugent and Sarah Palin said, I'm like, am I supposed to be in on this shit? No, you're not. This whole thing is obviously a dark comedy created by some kind of programmer god to, I don't know, just put in our face, I guess, how absurd this entire existence is. Our entire world is based like a Mad Libs. They're just writing random shit down into the experience generator of this life and just seeing what the fuck happens. And are you not entertained? Hell yeah. And looking good there, Dr. Phil. Super cool. And Alex Jones, the NWO, hiding in your trash can, gonna spank your booty. Anyway, he basically had a default judgment put against him because he refused to show up to court in the Sandy Hook lawsuit. And then he was supposed to do a deposition, and he's just not shown up multiple times. And of course, he did what you do when you don't want to show up to school with your homework because you didn't do it. He sent a doctor's excuse to the judge, and he's like, yo, dude, I'm super sick. And the judge says, motherfucker, I don't believe you. You lying. But anyway, he got on his show to talk about how oppressed he is how much he's a victim of this witch hunt. And he's really super sick, yo. He got long COVID, which I don't know how that's fucking possible. How could this motherfucker have long COVID? He got on his show multiple times and live on the air, took ivermectin. How the fuck you get long COVID and you're all that sick if you took ivermectin? Alex Jones. Starting to think maybe you were full of shit all along and none of that stuff were. I don't know. Let's listen.
Judge up in Connecticut yesterday, and you saw the lawyers, these Democrat Party lawyers that work for Blumenthal, openly saying, we want him arrested and put in jail.
Yeah, you didn't show up to the deposition twice. You're not abiding by the court orders. And just like every fucking one of us, you should be held to the same standard we are, right? I would be arrested if I didn't show up to a court-ordered appearance multiple times. So the same thing should happen to you. But of course it's not, because he's rich as fuck, and there's a different judicial system for the rich people.
If he doesn't show up for some multi-day long, way Connecticut law works, it's just unlimited long deal. And so when I talked to these doctors, they said, you're crazy. You need to go home. You need to go get these tests. I got more tests set today, more tomorrow. And you need to stay away from the microphone. Well, here I am.
On the microphone?
Even though I shouldn't be on here because I have to respond to the hundreds of news articles, including the Associated Press, that are attacking me and saying I'm a horrible person. But I guess, I might just release my medical records, make you all look like fools.
Oh, no. Release your medical records. I'm sure would have believed that. It turns out that the doctor he got to write him a note is a quack that's been on his show before and is one of these anti-vaxxer conspiracy nuts. So, yeah. Your medical records are as bullshit as you are, Alex Jones.
I've had scans. I've had it all. And I started getting sick after I got COVID last year. Almost killed my dad.
No, impossible. It's a pandemic, and you took the ivermectins and the vitamin D and stuff, so can't be real, Alex Jones. I don't believe you.
For them, and it was really bad Delta variant, and I got spike protein, and like everybody else, it attacked my cardiovascular system, okay?
Not well enough.
And so, again, somebody on death row is allowed to go get their medical treatment, and hearings and things are postponed. But I'm treated worse than somebody on death row.
Right. Alex Jones treated worse than death row inmates. It's real, y'all. But you're the one who plays the victim. You fucking snowflakes. Don't blame other people for your problem. Pick yourself up by your bootstraps. Always the fucking same. And Booger Eating Nick Fuentes is back, yo. This is the motherfucker that elected officials in the highest political body in the land are going to his conferences unrepentantly. Tell me that systemic racism isn't alive and well. We have congressmen, when we have state representatives actively, gleefully associating with this motherfucker. Here he is, cheering for how racist the Republican Party is becoming now. Even though they've always been racist, he's like, hey, they sort of hid it for a little while, but now they're just outright with their racism, which is awesome. Hey, Destiny, tell us all about how this guy deserves respect.
You know what's good, though? I can see the conservative movement is slowly coming back around to its implicit racism of the old days. You know, like I remember when Obama was president, there definitely was some thinly veiled, racism there.
Thinly veiled.
And sort of a xenophobia. You Muslim socialist, you're born in Kenya, but conservatives would always say, no, it's not, Herman Cain is a real patriot, and hey, Clarence Thomas, but this Obama, he's different, And now that Ketanji Jackson Brown is a nominee, you're seeing conservatives are kind of coming. You're kind of getting a little taste of that again. And like I saw Charlie Kirk, for example. Charlie Kirk said, "Take a good long look at Ketanji Brown Jackson. This is what your country looks like on CRT." And a lot of liberals called them out for that, and they said, "Well, what exactly does that mean? What the hell does that even mean?" And they're right. I mean, yeah, what does that mean? It means, she's black. And if you're a white guy and you dream of becoming a Supreme Court justice, you're going to have to clerk for someone named Ketanji Brown Jackson. And so Charlie Kirk was like, he was like this close to saying, look at that black face. look at her black face and her name. You know, that's what your country's going to look like. And he was so close to just, I mean, it's like that. I mean, it's really like that close to saying something like that.
I mean, he's right. Telling the truth there, folks. Yeah, why wouldn't our Congress people and state representatives be buddy-buddy with him? Unapologetically. Super cool, America. Definitely proud to be an American. We're patriots. And speaking of racist pieces of shit, here is GOP Senator Braun, who apparently has a problem with the 1967 SCOTUS ruling that lifted the ban on interracial marriage. These are the same people who think your neighbors should be able to have nuclear weapons. Whether black people should be allowed to marry white people should be left up to the states, y'all. Super cool.
So you would be okay with the Supreme Court leaving the question of interracial marriage to the states?
Yes, I think that that's something that if you're not wanting the Supreme Court to weigh in on issues like that, you're not going to be able to have your cake and eat it too. I think that's hypocritical.
About Griswold versus Connecticut.
Well, you can list a whole host of issues. When it comes down to whatever they are, I'm going to say that they're not going to all make you happy within a given state, but that we're better off having states manifest their points of view rather than homogenizing it across the country as Roe versus Wade did.
Of course, this is bullshit, folks. We're much better off not having the states side stuff like racism. How about just no racism for anybody in this country? How about we just treat everybody equally? And hey, if black people want to marry white people want to marry black people. If anybody wants to marry anybody, super cool. Who gives a fuck? I mean, I'm not really sure the government should be involved in marriage, period. But if it's going to be involved in marriage at all, then everybody has equal rights. You racist piece of shit. And this is what I've been talking about, folks. This is what it's all about when they talk about CRT. They literally just want to ban the teaching of facts in schools. They label everything CRT in order to scare you with, even though this has nothing to do with CRT. This is literally just stating facts. But they want to have this shit banned. So here's James Lindsay, the #1 conservative influencer, spreading the lies about CRT, saying this is how CRT gets into the schools. High school in Pennsylvania, in this case, a math lesson is retooled through social theory examples and serves as the basis for the theory-based discussion that follows. The Soviets did this way too. So literally all they're doing is looking at census data and extrapolating from it. They're literally just learning about facts because the facts have anything to do with race whatsoever. They want to have this stuff banned. Talking about Orwellian bullshit. All this is it's a data from a poll. Let me see if I can find the original. It's a number census, exactly what this says. It's just numbers from a census. And it's showing the number of people from the census who are in poverty and how, as we all know, you're much, much, much more likely to be in great poverty if you're black or a minority than if you're white. That's just facts. But even the teaching of facts, if they have anything to do with race these days, is being targeted for elimination because they don't want to have your mind to think about any of this stuff. They don't want us to face up to the fact that we are still a racist country. And like, even a lot of the things that were overtly racist of yesteryear, which we have tried to fix through our legal system, still has ramifications today, which is exactly what this is talking about. They don't want you to talk about any of this because if you're not allowed to talk about it, you're not allowed to fix it. And the white supremacy power structure that has always been in place in this country wants to stay in place by any means necessary, even if it means banning the teaching of facts in fucking school. Terrifying shit. But this is what it's all about. This is the free speech warriors. Going to compare us to the Soviets for trying to teach facts, but you trying to ban facts? That's what is Soviet-like. And yeah, I know that Russia is not Soviet anymore. I know that's old school. But anyway, and then this motherfucker want to watch a racist, anti-Semitic, anti-vax conspiracy theory? Patrick, how to have a screaming meltdown? Sure you do. God damn it. Whiner alert. Could you be a fucking bigger whiner than this guy? But white people freaking out. They're so scared that minorities might start treating us as we've treated them for the entire history of our country. Not taking it very well. Let's have a listen.
I'm tired of waiting in line when I know that the line is simply leading to genocide. There's no more waiting in line. I'm going to be listened to. We are all going to be listened to because we are getting together. We are teaming up. We are unifying with other like-minded patriots.
All right. Finally, white people unifying together in order to have their will done. About time in this country.
And we are realizing that the system's never going to be there for us. And we are sick and tired. We are
When is the system going to finally be for white people? God damn it.
Sick and damn tired of being disparaged, of being told that we are lazy, of being told that we are bad people, of being told that we're whining about the fact that we are being replaced.
I can't believe anybody's accusing you of whining. What the fuck? How could they say such a thing?
In our own country, which we actually love, even though it doesn't love us back anymore. We are sick and tired of being seen as Goyim who can just be sent over to every crooked Hunter Biden oil war that they cook up.
I mean, the war was done by George Bush, right? He was a Republican. No, I remember that correctly.
Had enough. We've had enough.
Had enough, y'all.
We hate your system.
I know you hate us.
I am going to work as hard as I possibly can.
Oh, no.
To make the people who have taken this country away from me feel as miserable as they make us.
So, the people that have taken this country away from us, he's talking about minorities. They hate folks. This is why I always say the cruelty is the point for them. They're such miserable sacks of shit. They hate this fucking country. And they hate so many of us in it. And their hate causes them to do exactly what he's about to say here. I'm going to spend every waking second just trying to make your life miserable. Because he's miserable. And misery loves company.
It is personal. It's about revenge now. Demons. You have declared war on us. You want to destroy our lives? You want to wipe Western civilization off the face of the earth forever? Well, you know what? We are going to make your lives miserable too. And that's how it is now. And that's how it's going to be for the rest of our lives.
I believe you. I believe you're going to try to make people as miserable as you for the rest of your life, but you have no power. No one is intimidated by you because you're just kind of a goofy fuck that we could just make fun of. So keep it up, dumbass. Thank you. Thank you for the entertainment you provide. And you guys know who Jeff Fortenberg is? Apparently he's a congressman who was taking illegal campaign donations, because of course he was. But back in October of last year, he wanted all of you guys to know, don't worry, he's totally fucking innocent. He gonna get out of this because God's on his side. Let's listen to it in his own words.
Barry, and I'm out for a drive in my 1963 Ford F-100 pickup truck with our dog Pippin, and this is my wife Celeste.
Hi,
Celeste. We do this every now and then. I wanted to send you a video because we do have something hard to tell you. And so many of you have been so kind to us through the years and have treated us and my family with such generosity. We thought you ought to know first. About 5.5 years ago, a person from overseas illegally moved money to my campaign. I didn't know anything about this.
You did.
And used some other Americans.
You were literally caught on recording, admitting you knew all the fuck about it. And spoiler alert, he was convicted.
Do so. They were all caught and punished, thankfully.
As were you.
About 2.5 years ago, I had a knock on my door on a weekend. I had been out dealing with the effects of the bomb cyclone that had hit us, which was so devastatingly harsh to our communities. They were FBI agents from California. I let them in my house. I answered their questions. Later, we went back and answered further questions. I told them what I knew and what I understood.
Another spoiler alert, he was convicted of lying to the FBI.
They've accused me of lying to them.
You did lie to them.
And are charging me with this.
They did charge you with that.
We're shocked.
You're not shocked.
We're stunned.
You're not stunned.
I feel so personally betrayed. We thought we were...
And the Academy Award goes to...
We're stunned. I feel so personally betrayed. We thought we were trying to help. And so now we will have to fight.
And
You've
lose.
known me
I don't.
for many, many years. I try to give you honest, clear answers and do my duty as a representative for our great state and for America.
Doubt.
And I try to do so forthrightly for you
Nope.
and our families. To be accused of this is extremely painful. And we are suffering greatly.
Oh, you're the victim?
We will fight these charges.
You did.
Did not lie to them. I told them what I knew.
You lied to them.
But we need your help. First of all, please pray for us because this is
pray.
a difficult time.
It worked out really well.
Please stand with us and
money's what he
send
wants.
some kind comments. That would also be helpful. Hopefully this all ends happily for the sake of justice, for the sake of my own integrity.
Yeah, you don't have integrity.
For the sake of the American system.
Oh, God.
This is wrong at so many levels.
So, yeah, he got convicted, folks. Got convicted. And he hasn't resigned yet, but he oughta. Nebraska Representative Jerry Fortenberry found guilty of lying to the FBI. Shocker! Yeah, they sent him $30,000 in donations. He knew all about it. He was caught on tape admitting he knew all about it. And he got found guilty on all charges. So, super cool. Apparently, he could go to jail. We'll see if that happens. Usually, rich people, politicians, they get away with everything. There's a different set of rules for them. But maybe he'll actually resign. A few people in the Republican Party are calling for his resignation. So, we'll see what the fuck happens. I will keep you guys apprised of that. And that is my Chud Watch. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let's check the super chats. Hit the like button, fuckos. Almost 900 watching. 536 likes. My math says like 400 of you are just goddamn trash. Correct yourself. Kira Lover 1972. Dusty, we're not afraid to show our sensitive side. Hell no. What the hell is wrong with these people? Maybe. If they did show their sensitive side, maybe they'd be better human beings. That's toxic masculinity. You're supposed to be all stoic. When you're a man, can't cry, but you can. We're sensitive. We have feelings just like everybody else, and sometimes you have to let those feelings out. And welcome to the Dust Buddies, Let's Chat 6 VR. Good to have you. Spam the chat with impunity with customized emojis. You said yesteryear, I'm subbing. Fuck, I fucked up. Don't go, Raven G. I love you for a living in Mississippi. Hell yeah, thank you, the Nomad. I'm only making like a minimum wage here, but it's all good. What you gonna do, right? About Destiny scratch level and sorry, omniliberal. Yeah, I mean, we're going to talk about that. Proto, a lot of conservatives say Leah Thomas broke records, but she finished 8th place. The record she broke was the first transgender athlete to win an NCAA. I was wondering, I looked this up. I couldn't find any information about it. But how many different NCAA competitions are there? I know just for swimming alone. There's got to be the breaststroke, the butterfly stroke, whatever it is, different lengths of races back and forth, team races. There's all kinds just for swimming alone. Then there's a whole bunch else just for running. And then there's basketball ones, football ones. There has to be 1,000 different races? So how much of the population do transgender people make up? 1%? So shouldn't at least 1% of the winners of all these races be transgender people? I don't know. Just thinking out loud. It just doesn't seem like this is the problem they're making it out to be. Maybe it will be in the future. Maybe someday transgender women will dominate all sports. It just doesn't seem to have happened yet. This seems like kind of a non-issue they're trying to scare people with in order to get outrage clicks and shit. Seems to be working, though, unfortunately, in this goddamn trash country. We're going to cover a lot of the trends, less than 1%, whatever it is. Whatever percentage it is in the population, there should be that percentage win the races, right? But it doesn't seem like they are winning that much. Like I say all the time, though, literally no one has a problem with transgender women competing in women's sports. No one has a problem with it. They only have a problem if they win. As long as you lose, ladies, it's totally fine. Just don't fucking win. Then we have a problem. Caramel G, a few bucks for the kiddies, but mostly for your Alex Jones impression. Hell yeah, my Alex Jones impression, the greatest impression ever. I didn't do it right. Big Fat Linda, Anton LaVey, what up, Anton LaVey? Satan has been the best friend the church has ever had, and he has kept it in business for all these years. Yep, the longest con there's ever been, folks. I'm not about Dave Rubin, but as a gay dude, I thank him for exposing the homophobia by having a baby. This homophobia is shit from the 80s, but like he's literally blaming the left for this. Other conservatives come out there and shit on him or as homophobic as a motherfucker, but nope, the left is to blame somehow because it's always the way. They never take responsibility for anything. Charles Berg, hey Dusty, super important question that I think we all need to know. What are your top 3 sandwiches? Keep being you, love the content. I ate a lot of chicken salad. I know I'm supposed to be a vegetarian, but sometimes I eat chicken salad sandwiches. Peanut butter and jelly, also good. What other? Tuna. I like tuna. So that's my top 3. Bad Dusty. Stabby getting $3. Thank you, Stabby. Appreciate it. Hey, Dusty, can I be your girlfriend? Hell yeah, you're my girlfriend now, Jim. I'm a straight white male, but I think we make a really cute couple. Here's $5 token. Cool. You got to be a bottom. Sorry. I just can't do that. I couldn't suck a dick. I can barely brush my tongue. I'll puke everywhere. So, I don't know. Prepare your gag reflex because I'm going to work that shit out. Twinner42, $4. Thank you, Twinner. Hey, Dusty, can you do a story on the trans athlete? Sort of just talked about it a little bit. That's about all I'm going to talk about tonight. But we are going to cover some trans stuff in the trash world section. Are ghosts always a people, or can they be blobs of green shit like Slimer and Ghostbusters? I mean, it's like an angel. It's whatever you think it is because you're just making it up in your own mind. For the kid is a weed, whatever you need. Appreciate it, Brian Keys. $20, very generous. Love you. And Nora Schmucker became a Dust Buddy. What up, Nora Schmucker? Good to see you tonight. Don Snow, when's Dusty coming? I already read that. All right. I thought E gave me some more money. Oh, there. $100 for me. What up, E? Super generous tonight. As usual. The super chat. Hey, wait. E. And thanks for the company. Hey, thank you. Get the pitchforks. I appreciate it. Good to see you tonight. Love you guys. And hit the like button, fuckos. Do it. Do it. Do it to it. And now, gonna do a little section I like to call Russia, Russia, Russia. Boom. Perfect timing. As always, I am so good at this. It should be a crime. And first off on Russia, 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 Arnold Schwarzenegger. Kind of interesting. He's a huper. A huper. That's a great word. He's a super huge mega celebrity, or huper, as I like to call it, in Russia. Russians love this of Arnold Schwarzenegger. Of course, they love big manly man. They can't get any bigger manly man than Arnold Schwarzenegger. So Arnold Schwarzenegger put out a video that went viral in Russia, even though they're cracking down on Facebook and all the Russian people have to have VPNs to even see unregulated news in Russia. He made this video and he was like, Russian people, this is Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yeah, you're being lied to. You are attacking the Ukrainian people. They're committing war crimes. You are destroying your government. Do not listen to Putin. Please. We love you, Russian people. Protest the war and get Putin to stop. And what's interesting about this is since he's such a huge celebrity in Russia, this is actually the type of stuff that might help, might actually work to help stop this war. Russian state media. Anyway, so I'll go ahead and play this video. Basically, now the Russian government has turned on Schwarzenegger. They're like, no, motherfucker, you won't be back. Russian state media has reacted with fury to Arnold Schwarzenegger's video message speaking out against the Ukraine invasion. The Hollywood action star and former governor of California shared a video on Thursday in which he urged Russian citizens and military to hear the truth. So anyway, basically, they're like, don't listen to fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's like part of American imperialism. He don't know what the fuck he's talking about. Putin, way better, y'all. So they fighting back about him, shitting all over on Arnold Schwarzenegger. But hero, Arnold Schwarzenegger, good on you for using your celebrity and your platform to help end this fucking war. And you might do it. You might help, at least. Drop by drop. This is the kind of shit we need. Kudos, Arnold Schwarzenegger. And then Putin went out there and gave a shout out to his best bud, J.K. Rowling. God damn it, this is like how you know this fucking world's just Mad Libs. It's just all fucking random bullshit. This cancel culture bullshit. Cancel culture, just stupid as fuck. So here, Vladimir Putin. Cancel Facebook, shut down Facebook. Fucking cancel Twitter, TikTok, all that shit. shut down free media. Talk about canceling people. What about all the people he murdered in the Ukraine? Isn't that the ultimate cancellation? Bombing civilians, killing women and children. But no, folks, he's the real victim here. And the Russian people, they've been canceled. America canceling everybody, just like they did to J.K. Rowling. So
they canceled John Rowling recently, the children's author. Her books are published all over the world, even just because she didn't satisfy the demands of gender rights.
That's not why, but okay.
They're not trying to cancel our country.
No.
I'm talking about the progressive discrimination of everything to do with Russia, this trend that's unfolding in a number of Western states with the full neglect, sometimes encouragement of Western cultures. They're now engaging in cancel culture. They're even removing Tchaikovsky, Shostakovich, Rachmaninoff from posters.
Right. Cancel culture, folks, is what it's all about. God damn it. Never take responsibility for anything. And like I always say, cancel culture's bullshit. Meaningless fucking word. Lost all goddamn meanings. So then J.K. Rowling was like, oh shit, I don't want to be cancel cousins with Vladimir Putin. Too late! Too late, J.K. Rowling. These are the type of people that have your back. You know, you might want to do some soul searching. Might want to do some introspection. Well, one of the most evil men in the world gives you a shout out and says he's on your side. But she was like, oh, hell no. J.K. Rowling has hit back at Vladimir Putin after the Russian president cited her in a wide-ranging speech that saw him criticize cancel culture. So she said, critiques of Western cancel culture are possibly not best made by those currently slaughtering civilians from the crime resistance who jail and poison their critics. But yeah, maybe nobody should be taking cancel culture seriously because it's not actually a fucking thing. I mean, as long as there have been people around, people have been criticizing other people for doing things they don't think they should do or saying things they don't think they should say. And we live in a capitalist society where you can vote with your dollars. So you can boycott companies who spread misinformation or pay people that you don't like. Literally all we're talking about is capitalism here. But they have to be like this cancel culture thing is a real issue because they have to play the victim. That's the only way they can get any purchase. So anyway, too late, J.K. Rowling. You and Putin sitting in a tree with your fucking cancel culture. Cancel cousins bullshit. Learn to love it, JK. You're right in the company you deserve to keep. And my buddy Elle was pointing out, she was saying that notice how they're making hero out of J.K. Rowling over this. How they're framing things. The amount of positive press for anti-trans bigots like J.K. Rowling after a war criminal like Putin comments on cancel culture demonstrate exactly where they side. They are against Putin and yet also demonstrate they are against LGBT community. So yeah, they're making her hero out of this. You had one of the most evil men in the world have your back, and somehow she's the hero. J.K. Rowling hits back at Putin after he likened Russia to her in a rant against cancel culture. J.K. Rowling sets Vladimir Putin straight. Yeah, well, how about all of us who have set J.K. Rowling straight? When we going to get some press there, Daily News New York? Never. Because that doesn't fit in your fucking narrative. Folks, this is such bullshit. Right from Jump Street anyway. Here's Trump pretending like he's a big, tough, badass and he would have actually stood up to Russia. We know for a goddamn fact he wouldn't have done any of this. But if he did do this shit, that just further illustrates what a national security nightmare and liability this guy is. Here he is claiming he's going to threaten Russia with our nukes in order to get them to play ball. I'll play the video and then we'll critique it.
Nobody knows where they are. And you should say, look, if you mention that word one more time, we're going to send them over and we'll be coasting back and forth up and down your coast. You can't let this tragedy continue. You can't let these thousands of people die. It's going to be hundreds of thousands and maybe millions of people by the time it ends.
I mean, you literally said that he was a genius for doing what he did, Donald Trump. Now Donald Trump saying, we're going to take our nuclear submarines and just prance them all over around Russian waters and see what the fuck he does. No, you wouldn't. Like, you were Putin's biggest fucking bitch. You were his lapdog. What's scary is he might become president again, And then all he's going to do is destroy NATO. And then even if there is some kind of ceasefire and peace agreement in Ukraine, he's going to have context to attack again without the support that Joe Biden and NATO has given the Ukraine. So imagine if Trump would have been in office right now while this has happened. Ukraine would have already fucking fallen. There's no way they would have got any of these weapons. There's no way on earth there have been any of these economic sanctions that put so much pressure on Russia. We already know what you're going to fucking do. Just goddamn ridiculous in this fucking trash country. And but of course, not stopping fucking conservative shitheads going out there and spreading full-fledged Russian propaganda. Here's Marjorie Taylor Greene once again blaming the Ukraine for the fact that Russia had to attack them and kill them all.
I'll even blame people like Lindsey Graham, who is begging for war every single night on the television. These are the people that gave the Ukrainian people the false hope. And now you see Ukraine just kept poking the bear, which is Russia. And Russia invaded. And the truth is, and this is the hard truth to accept, there is no win for Ukraine here. Russia is being very successful in their invasion, even though we hear different things on television.
They're not.
The things that we see and we know that are actually happening there I don't see a way out for Ukraine.
Yeah, Russia is losing horribly unless they decide to nuke Ukraine. Not looking good for them at all. This is just straight up fucking Russian propaganda from probably a person that was put in to office by a lot of fucking help from Russia, in my opinion. Don't have any evidence of that, but we're just going to say it's true because probably is. And speaking of which, Russia pretty much declaring victory already, even though they've been destroyed ridiculously by the Ukrainian opposition. Russia says first phase of Ukraine operation mostly complete. Focus now on Donbass. So what they're saying is, hey, we did it, folks. Mission accomplished. We did exactly what we wanted to in the first phase. What we wanted to do was we wanted to go in and we just wanted to bomb the whole fucking country in order to weaken their defenses so that when we decided to move on to pretty much war exclusively in the Donbass area, they couldn't fight back as well as they could have if we didn't attack the whole country. So we really didn't care about the whole country. We just did that so we could enter the second phase, which is what we really wanted to do, which is go after Donbass. So don't worry, folks. Everything's working exactly as they hoped it would. And hopefully this is just their way to try to save face and get out of the war. Hopefully this should be over before too long. But you guys remember when I covered this story about the Snake Island sailors who were killed by the evil Russian military? They were like, fuck you, we're not surrendering. And then Russia murdered them all. I covered this. This was every fucking way. And then it turned out it wasn't true. It wasn't true. Apparently all these guys lived. And now I don't know if this was purposeful propaganda put out by the Ukrainians or this was just they didn't really know. But I fell for it, folks. I mean, I can kind of understand why they push certain propaganda during wartime and whatnot, but this is an example of how you got to be real careful about what you report, because even if every goddamn media outlet is covering it saying it's true, sometimes it turns out not to be. So apparently they exchanged them for other prisoners of war, and they got a lot of these guys back. So good that they didn't die. And sorry for reporting bullshit. Bad Dusty. And last up on Russia. Dusty done spread false shit. I know, right? I got one job and I failed. God damn it, Dusty. Do better. And then the former president of Ukraine, not the current guy, Vladimir Zelensky, not him, but the last guy. Apparently, his wife got caught at the Hungarian border with $28 million in cash in her suitcases. Yeah, talking about some corrupt shit. Had a couple million and euros and shit. Almost like that place was a bastion of fucking corruption. No wonder Zelensky won in a fucking landslide. Hopefully, he's done better, but yeah, exactly what you'd fucking expect from these goddamn criminals. No wonder Putin is sad this guy got kicked out of office. The exact type of puppet that motherfuckers like Putin love. Crazy. Shut down NATO, folks. No, I am not for shutting down NATO. I don't think that's a good idea. I mean, I'm sure NATO's done a lot of bad things, Probably still doing a lot of bad things, but I am 100% a globalist. It doesn't make any sense that imaginary lines on pieces of paper separate us all. We should be one world. We should be one people. There's only one race, the human fucking race. And whatever can bring our countries together to unite. It might take a long time. It might be a slow process. And it's not going to be perfect, of course, because these organizations are run by human beings, and human beings are flawed as fuck. But whatever has to happen to unite us all as a people, finally, in my opinion, is a good thing, worth fighting for. And, all right, that's my Russia segment. Cool. Man, I thought it was going to be a short show. Holy shit, just running my mouth. Time fucking flies. Anything come? All right, we're going to keep going. Hit the like button, everybody. Do it. Hit the like button. Let's go ahead into a very small hero section. You know why? Because we could be heroes for just one day. Yeah. David Idol. Amazing song from my favorite musician, David Idol. Ziggy Bowie. You guys know who that is. Anyway, first off, all the heroes. Raven Simone. You guys remember Raven Simone from back in the day? This is Raven. Hell yeah. I mean, I never watched any of Raven Simone's. I remember when she was the Cosby Show. Little kid. But anyway, apparently, bunch of Disney stars are walking out of Disney because Disney been supporting Don't Say Gay bills. They pretend like they ain't, but they are. And it's not just in Florida they have these type of bills. It's all across the country. And so people are like, yeah, we don't believe you anymore, Disney. You're literally funding this homophobic anti-gay bullshit. So they're doing walkouts all across the United States. And good on you. Raven Simone and the cast of Raven's Home are among the Disney employees who participated Tuesday in a walkout protesting Florida legislation that would restrict classroom instruction on sexual orientation and gender identity. On Instagram, Raven Simone shared a video of the Raven's Home cast and executive producers expressing their support for LGBTQIA+ Disney staffers who organized the demonstration opposing the bill, which critics have labeled the Don't Say Gay bill. As a teen, Raven Simone started in the Disney classic channel series That's So Raven before returning to the revival as an adult. So kudos to all you heroes, not just Raven Simone, but all of you Disney employees that walked out. Finally! Standing together, organizing, and getting shit done. Proud of you guys. And you usually don't have Biden on the heroes list, but good old Biden. Apparently he has a rule that if you're running for Congress, that you cannot have a position in his government councils because it might seem like an endorsement, right? If you're also working for the government and in these government councils, it might seem like their government's kind of endorsing you a little bit because, hey, you know, if this guy is good enough to be on these government councils, then he's good enough to be in Congress. So Biden's like, no, he can't add that. So you guys got to resign, motherfucker. So President Biden has asked Republican Senate candidates Herschel Walker and Mehmet Oz to quit their positions on a presidential council or be removed. So obviously, immediately, Dr. Oz's ass got to play the fucking victim. He's like, it's sad that he would politicize such an important issue like health. No sense of irony whatsoever. His first sentence is about how you should never politicize important issues like health. Then he follows it up with, the doctor he should ask to resign is Dr. Anthony Fauci. Immediately follows it up by politicizing health issues. Just goddamn hypocrisy, always the fucking way with these motherfuckers. For a multitude of obvious reasons, Oz said. So clearly Joe Biden can't be around anyone who doesn't completely fall in line with his fear-mongering, authoritarian, one-size-fits-all COVID handling, which is exactly what you're doing, Oz. You're fucking fear-mongering bullshit. I am proud of my service and will not resign. Well, then fire that motherfucker. These people should not have been on the presidential council for sports and fitness nutrition to begin with. This is the kind of bullshit Donald Trump was doing, where he was putting these people, like television doctors, who shouldn't be anywhere fucking near these councils, in these fucking positions, because this goddamn stupid trash world we live in. So, good on Biden. Fuck off Oz and Herschel Walker. And you guys love David Cross. Of course you do. He's an American icon and hero. And this kind of article, this article made me a little mad. This is the Hollywood Institute. I don't know what the fuck this website even is, but it's basically shitting on David Cross for telling the truth. The Arrested Development alum spoke on the subject with the far-left news site Vox.com, to which he said he's talking about cancel culture. Then the interview waded into the cancel culture debate. Cross, clearly recalling how Lenny Bruce suffered a serial arrest for telling dirty jokes, suggested the cultural trend isn't impacting comedians. That's bullshit, Cross says, of the notion that some comedians can no longer find work. If we think about it in less histrionic terminology, there's certainly a reality now where if you say something and if you don't apologize and you double down and then you triple down, then you're going to have a segment of your fan base react. And you're going to have lots of people who didn't care about you in the first place doing that whole performative outrage thing. They're just showing their weight as consumers. It's not that different from people saying, we're going to boycott this thing because they advertised on Tucker Carlson and I don't like what he said. 100% true. This is nothing but capitalism, folks. This whole cancel culture narrative. Cancel culture, what they call cancel culture, has existed for fucking ever. It's just people having a problem with something and speaking out against it. It's mostly consequence culture. Happens on both the left and the right. And it's just a side effect of capitalism, right? As I told you guys many times before, these companies simply want to make as much money as possible. And if they've hired you to do something and you've pissed even the smallest demographic off, then you're not reaching the widest demographic possible and therefore not making as much money as you possibly can with the corporations, and they'll get rid of your ass. That's fucking capitalism. You guys always told us the market is supposed to regulate itself, and if a corporation behaves poorly, people will vote with their dollars. And they'll boycott these companies. And this is supposed to be a good thing. And now people are actually doing it. You're freaking the fuck out about it. Because that's all you got is this fake goddamn culture war. And next up on Heroes, I told you guys this is going to happen. Awesome story. So it doesn't exist or does it not exist, Dusty? The narrative of cancel culture that is put out by the mainstream does not exist. No. But, I mean, if you want to call just boycotting things cancel culture, if you want to call speaking out against people you have a problem with is cancel culture, that exists. But the narrative that it's a left-wing thing or that it's new or that it's novel, it's total fucking bullshit. And the idea that most of the people that get accused of being canceled or harmed in any way is also bullshit. The vast majority of people that are accused of cancellation and being canceled are actually helped by it and make far more money than they would ever made before. So yes, the right-wing narrative, and sometimes put forward by left-wingers, you know you're out there, is complete fucking bullshit. But like if you want to... No one has been more canceled than I have, though, really, to be honest with you. And even I think it's fucking bullshit. People just had a problem with what I fucking said, even though what I said was true, and they stopped supporting me for it. That's the way the system is supposed to fucking work. And anyway, dog abandoned for being gay is adopted by same-sex couple. Hell yeah, superheroes. I knew this was going to happen. A dog who made national headlines this month after being abandoned by his owners for being gay has been adopted by a same-sex couple. So awesome. The family that had him before was obviously a complete fucking piece of shit. We're probably not treating him very well. And now he has a much better home with two gay dads. So cool. I love it when stories have a happy ending. Thank you, Heroes, for rescuing this little gay motherfucker. Give him a good life. And all right, cool. That is my hero section. Let's check the super chats, and then we're going to move on to the trash bro section. What up? I want a gay dog now. Psh, they're pretty much all gay. I was going to say put some peanut butter on your dick and find out, but don't do that. It's a joke. Don't do that. Be shouty nasty. Wrong. Wrong. Do not do that. Joke. Do not put peanut butter on your penis and let a dog lick it, okay? So said Dusty. HS Ross. $10 Canadian. Are there any policy changes that would help you eat plant-based? I mean, I try to eat mostly plant-based. Like if it was easier to get, it's just, it's not very easy. Right? They don't have much variety around here. If it was cheaper, it'd be better. Like, well, as soon as lab-grown meat is like mostly everywhere, I'm pretty much going to only eat that for sure. If multiple plant-based options were available at every fast food chain, hell yeah, I would be all over that for sure. HS Ross, chickens used for meat are killed at only 6-7 weeks old after living in sheds for 20,000 bird. They're slightly bred to gain weight so fast that most have leg problems and burns from sitting on their droppings. It's making me feel bad for eating chicken. I know I shouldn't, goddammit. I know you guys are going to make me feel bad, but I guess I deserve it. So keep it up. Keep making me feel bad. I deserve it. And thank you for $20 HS Ross. Matthew Trucker. It's not much, but there's $5 for the kiddies. Appreciate it. Amazing of you. And also, you're awesome. Arnold impersonation. I know it's the best Arnold ever. And also, Halfstash Rules. What up, Halfstash? Getting a little shout out. Pretty boy looking at me. What you looking at, pretty boy? What you looking at me? HS Ross. Hey, Dusty, thanks for the great show. Walmart should have some great plant-based alternatives that taste just like chicken that you can use in place of the corpse of chickens. They don't have any like chicken salad though. I mean, I have even shown all of that Walmart plant-based stuff in my Twitter and stuff, giving it free advertisement. I do eat that sometimes, but they don't have any of that easy chicken salad shit. Unfortunately, I wish they did. I should make a product and get it on the shelves. Be a billionaire. Trump does realize that Russia would retaliate by launching nukes at us, right? Shh, don't worry about that. They'd be too scared of the alpha male Donald Trump to do anything like that, right? Surely. And Jay Mooney became a Dust Buddy. What up? You too can become a Dust Buddy. There's a button somewhere around here. It's $2.99 a month, and you get customized emojis when they chat with, so do it. Parker Gar, please forgive me, Dusty, for being late. No forgiveness. Love you, Dusty. All right, I forgive you. Thank you for always being you and inspiring me to be me unapologetically. Hey, thank you for supporting the show, Parker. I read your latest letter. Were you talking about you're making spam and teriyaki sauce? That sounds disgusting, I got to say. But you're cool. You're cool. I love you. But that does not sound good. How's the new job going? The last letter you sent me had this cool wax thing on it. It was the new one's really super cool. I hate to even open it because it looks so cool. When is it cool to be edgy? I mean, as long as you can do edginess with something beside just being edgy, like you can be edgy and also funny, but there has to be some kind of additional thing to your comedy than just being edgy for edgy's sake. But it's definitely possible to be both edgy and funny and cool at the same time. You just have to have something outside of that. Thanks for the company. No problem. Get the pitchforks. $100. Is that another $100 for me? Fuck. God damn it. He's so good to me. And sexy. All right, cool. All right. More super chats, please. Hit the like button. All of it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Now. Trash world. Trash world. Dumpster fire. Hellish trash world. Trash world. And first off, all in the trash world. Before I do the trash world, I'm going to plan a little bit. Folks! I'm a little sad, to be honest with you. I work damn hard on these shows. I make like minimum wage, and I work hard on these shows. So the last show I did, they age restricted. When they age restrict your videos, basically it makes it to where a fraction of the fucking people are going to see them because they want you to use a credit card to log into YouTube, and no one can do that fucking shit, right? And the one before that, they also age restricted. So a minimal people are going to see it. And the one before that, they removed. And so it's like I'm working my fucking ass off, and it seems like I'm being sabotaged every goddamn step of the way. So I'm disappointed in this goddamn trash world. So like, if you can help me out on whatever you can do, please do so. I'm upset. But anyway, first off on Trash World. So this is a very minor story. It was a slow news week. I don't dislike Jeff Foxworthy. I don't necessarily think he's funny because it's just all hacky country humor. And it's just not my thing. But mostly, he seems like an okay guy. But Jeff Foxworthy took a shellacking this week because he told a outdated joke and people make fun of him. And here's the outdated joke. Once again, this is not a big deal. This is not even a horrific joke or anything. It's just kind of a 20-year-old joke. He was like, I played every sport. And it was weird back then. If you wanted a trophy, you had to finish in first place. Participation trophy jokes. Fresh stuff there, Jeff Foxworthy. What year is this? So this is his new Netflix special in 2022. He's telling participation trophy jokes in 2022. And Cody Johnson, like, incredible thing to put in a new Netflix special in 2022. But it's also important for these people to understand that you still get a first place trophy if you finish in first place. Participants don't get the first place trophy. The person in first place does. And like, the thing is it was literally boomers like you who raised this generation. Like, your generation caused this. They're blaming millennials for doing something that had nothing to do with them. They're not the one that set up the system that makes them want to give trophies out to everybody, regardless if they win or not. This is what you guys did. You were so upset that you couldn't bribe the referees to make your kids win, that you had to make them feel special. And you're the ones that set this up, Jeff Foxworthy. Don't blame the kids for the shit you did. So anyway, he got roundly roasted on the interwebs, as you would imagine. Let's read some of the comments. Marie says, everyone's Netflix costs more because they had to pay Jeff Foxworthy to tell 15-year-old jokes. Cool. And yep, they just raised Netflix price again. Because fuck us. Lincoln Bio says, if you put a joke in your 2022 comedy special that's 15 plus years old, you just might be Jeff Foxworthy. Yeah, throwback to the you might be a redneck jokes. I get it. Participation trophies were invented by rich boomers like Jeff Foxworthy, who were upset when they couldn't bribe the refs to make sure their kids won. I stole your comment. They then turn around and blame their own kids for inventing them. I know, right? Read the room, Jeff Foxworthy. Didn't Jeff Foxworthy host a show that rewarded adults with money for being able to pass elementary school? He did. You might not be smarter than a fifth grader, Jeff Foxworthy. Boomers raise a generation, then look them dead in the face and say, whoever raised you was a fucking idiot, with zero irony. True story. Well said, Testament Pit Crew. So anyway, tell better jokes, Jeff Foxworthy. You can do better. If not, we'll just make more fun of you. And, guys, remember when I was talking about, what the fuck's this guy's name? He works for Ben Shapiro. Ben Shapiro's rag. And he was trying to create a fake documentary where he entrapped trans people, and they were lying to them and telling them they were doing this thing that's supposed to be supportive of trans rights, but they were trying to trick trans people to come on his show so they could make fun of them, right? He had his producer, or supposedly producer of this documentary, like get on video chats with trans people they were trying to trick, and she was all nervous and basically got caught. So anyway, they finally put out the trailer for this super cool anti-trans documentary they made. Let's have a look.
I have traveled all over the world for the past year asking one simple question. What is a woman?
Hard-hitting shit.
What is it? What is it?
I don't know.
People are laughing. Is that a dumb question? I've been asking everybody this, and almost nobody can answer it. What is a woman? What is a woman?
That's a great question.
If one person could tell me what a woman is. Congressman, thank you for being here.
I think this interview is over. Let's turn off the cameras.
I just wanted to know, what is a woman?
And you're not going to find out.
Oh yeah, Matt Walsh, that's his name. What is a woman? I mean, it depends on the context. Like, most words have multiple definitions, and the definition you take depends on the context in which you're using the word. So you have to kind of be more specific. But speaking of transphobic bullshit, you guys know who Jen Ives is? Apparently she is a trans comedian. And last year, a couple months ago, she went to the LGBT Alliance Conference. And apparently the LGBT Alliance Conference is a gay and lesbian organization that is trying to separate themselves from trans people and basically, I guess, disenfranchise the entire trans movement and, you know, act like it's not even part of the lesbian and gay struggles. So seems sort of like an anti-trans organization, supposedly ran by gay and lesbians. So Jen Ives went to it last year and was confronted very, very cruelly and ugly. And finally, the video of the encounter has been released. She was called a liar for her claims that she was attacked so awfully. And now, finally, she has been vindicated. And the way she handled herself is really impressive, in my opinion. But this is ugly. Warning. This is, might make you feel kind of bad because it's pretty awful how she was treated.
Right, you are... Bisexual person's got to... Yeah, you might be bisexual, but you're disingenuous. You said trans women are women. You did say that. You said trans women are women. You identify as a trans woman. Well, do you know what? Do you know what? The sky is blue. How about that? And you are a man. You are a man.
Excuse me, we've asked you not to engage.
But David,
He's upset.
they
He's
engage.
Can I just say? It is. No. You being here is provoking.
No, you were trying to use female spaces. You are not female, you are male. You are a man. You are an adult human male. You are biologically the same as me, unfortunately.
This man does have
Unfortunately.
right to be upset.
I am raging.
I think Jen's got a right to be upset as well.
Well, do you know what?
This is an LGBT line.
Do you know what? Pro-anorexia
I'm not here to
websites are
discuss
banned,
that.
but your crap is published everywhere. You are promoted everywhere.
Mate, you get that. You get that on film. Just them being here is enough.
Yeah, you
Don't wanna get any more
can go on, stand around, yeah.
There you go.
Mind you, at least you admit you're bisexual because you're shagging a man.
It doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter.
Oh,
It
whatever.
doesn't even matter.
Of course.
This man is autistic, and it's quite absolutely disgusting that you're here enabling a terrible conversation.
You were disingenuous earlier. You said to me, you didn't even know I was a man, and you used the she pronoun.
The worst thing
Well,
is,
now
look
you're a
how
he,
he's
because I know you're a he.
Look how he's shaking.
You are a he.
I can see what
And it's no good trying to take the moral high ground. You are a mentally ill, autogynephilic pervert, and you need to leave.
Okay, we've said that. I don't want any money.
I don't care what you paid. Perverts have money, I know that.
Mate, I don't want it to be loud in there for them, alright? Turn the film off, you've got them now. Crack on. Off you go. Off you go. No.
Come on, off you fuck, go on.
No. Just turn it off. Off you go.
No, go.
I'm very surprised at your security in here. It's very loud. Off you go.
I'm very surprised that the police come and arrest Posey Parker for saying the definition of a woman.
I mean, imagine being like this. Even if you don't feel like trans women or actual women are really women, why would you behave this way? Like, what kind of disgusting creature must you be inside to treat somebody like this for no fucking reason? Just terrible. Fucking trash goddamn world. And speaking of trash world, here in Mississippi, folks, some of these politicians around here want to put people like me to death for being a trans ally. Why is this not loading? Come on, load, Mississippi Free Press. Do it. Is this not going to load? Okay. Do it. Load. All right. Well, I guess this story's not going to load. Where this former governor candidate called for people like me to be murdered because we support trans issues. All right. Well, fuck me. I guess that's not going to load. Whatever, internet. And moving on. We got lots and lots of horrific shit to cover. Super amazing athlete Jimmy Doorknob wants you trans men to know you couldn't possibly beat him in a game of basketball. I mean, look at this superior physical specimen. How could any trans man think you could compete with all of this on the basketball court?
He's trans man. I'll go one-on-one in basketball with a trans man any day. Because that's a sport. That's a sport I play.
We could he's trans man.
Super cool geriatric Jimmy Dore. He gonna beat all you trans man. Like, I'm gonna get in trouble for saying this, but I just want to. I'm trying to think if I want to say this or not. I was going to challenge Jimmy Dore to a fight, only half jokingly, but I guess I would not do that. But I'm just saying, like, if me and Jimmy Dore ended up in a situation where we could have some kind of a mixed martial art fights for charity, I'd be up for it. I'm just saying I would be up for it. I'm not big. I'm not tough. I'm not a badass in any way. I've never been in a fight in my entire adult life, but oh God. All right, let's move on. And oh God, Melonhead, Charlie Kirk. He's like, oh my God, too much transphobia this week. I gotta jump in on it. Lest people think that I am not also transphobic. So here he is bragging about getting temporarily suspended from Twitter for dead naming Rachel Levine. Piece of shit. Let's watch.
Hello, everybody. I have been booted from Twitter because I called, what's the name? I'm supposed to say Rachel. Oh, Richard Levine, a man. Well, I just said this, quote, Richard Levine spent 54 years of his life as a man. He had a wife and family. He transitioned to being a woman. In 2011, Joe Biden appointed Levine to a 4-star admiral. And now USA Today has named Rachel Levine as Woman of the Year. Where are the feminists? What's wrong with that tweet? Well, nothing's wrong with the tweet. And this is a strategy. Of course, we're not going to delete the tweet like, have a great day, Twitter, whatever. We don't need you. You actually need us a lot more than we need you. We hope we get our Twitter back, but if we don't, whatever. But more importantly is the message it sends is we refuse to acknowledge we did anything wrong. You do not apologize to these people. Apologies to these people is their currency. They get rich, they get powerful, they cement.
True story. I go to Walmart all the time and pay with apologies. I was like, I want the steak. Here's an apology from Charlie Kirk. Free steak for me.
Their regime when you put forward these ridiculous apologies. So we're not going to delete the tweet. We're not going to back down from this. We are not going to delete the tweet.
So tough.
Hold the line.
Hold the line.
Make sure that the bad guys do not win. It only makes them more.
Yes. Are we the baddies? Yeah, you're the bad guy, Watermelon Head. Good God. But gotta show everybody he's just as transphobic as the rest of y'all. Transphobia, that's what currency is on the right. And speaking of which, folks, this should be in the Beyond parody, but since we're talking about Charlie Kirk, you guys seen his new ad where he's peddling supplements now? They always do this. The rights love their supplements because, they don't work. There's no proof that supplements do fucking anything. But they can make them for pennies and sell them for multiple dollars and make that bank. And they're always about the grift. Do your grift, Watermelon Head, Charlie Kirk.
Charlie Kirk here for 100% drug-free Relief Factor. And 18 months ago, I could no more play basketball than run a marathon. I'm serious. In fact, I'm so happy about it, I feel like I'm now on a mission to help as many people as possible to get
lose
out
their money
and stay out of pain. Like this person.
I've been running almost my whole life. For my 40th, I worked myself up to the LA Marathon, and my knees started hurting, but by 50, the pain in my knees and hips was almost unbearable. I heard about Relief Factor on the radio, started taking it, and within a week or two, I was pain-free. I'm still running today. I'm 59. Thank you, Relief Factor.
So whether you have back, neck, shoulder, hip, or knee pain, Relief Factor could very likely help you too. Order the 3-week quick start for just $19.95.
Only $19.95 for 3 weeks?
Live your life.
Oh, shit.
With
Look,
Relief
folks,
Factor
he made
at
it.
ReliefFactor.com or call 800-4.
Totally not a scam. Nutritional supplement packets. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. You literally just said it relieve your pain. That's what you said. God damn it. Grifters gotta grift. ABG, always be grifting. And, folks, I cannot believe that in school they're trying to teach children English. No, don't do that. But like I said, this is what it's all about, folks. They got to freak you out about everything, even when it's just basic English they're teaching. So they're literally just teaching pronouns. Like I learned in school, everybody learned basic pronouns in school. Gender is a girl, boy. It's a girl. It's a she or her, boy. It's he or him. It's if you don't know what the gender of the person is, or like if it's a couple people, they're both genders, you just say they and them. This is how pronouns have always worked. Has literally zero to do with gender studies or trans people, non-binary. None of that. This is literally how pronouns have always worked. But you got to freak them out. Phenomenal Cat says, my son's first grade assignment from yesterday. Edmond School District, Washington State. I'm so sick of this. That's right. Aren't we sick and tired of kids being taught basic English? The horror! And so, of course, 25,000 likes. People freaking out. Just goddamn it, we're doomed. We are fucking doomed. And Destiny! You guys know who Destiny is? I've had Destiny on the show before. Have not been a big fan of Destiny's in recent months. I think he has just become desperate as fuck. He's probably always been like this, I guess. I just never really paid much attention to him. But he got banned from Twitch. He been on Twitch for fucking ever, yo. Now he's been indefinitely suspended on Twitch. Twitch streamer and political commentator Destiny has been banned from Twitch. This isn't the streamer's first temporary suspension, but apparently it's indefinite now, so it's not temporary anymore. Destiny's more recent ban was issued March 23rd, 2022. Though there has been no official reason given for the streamer's sudden suspension, either coming from Destiny or Twitch, speculation has quickly arisen. The most likely cause for Destiny's ban comes from his recent debate with known white nationalist Nick Fuentes. Yeah, he decided to debate Nick Fuentes, which, in my opinion, bad idea. There's no reason to give these people a platform. There's no reason to let these guys spread their misinformation. Use your platforms to mock them into extinction. Not to broadcast their words. Fuck them, right? But anyway, I guess he decided to debate Nick Fuentes, who was persona non grata on Twitch, and showed their debate for like 10 minutes on Twitch before turning it off, and too late. Bad idea. Known for debating controversial far-right figures, the streamer featured Fuentes on a live stream on March 20th. The alt-right speaker has been banned off countless platforms, including Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, and most other mainstream websites. Destiny had been streaming the debate on both Twitch and YouTube, but switched to YouTube for approximately 10 minutes. So that was the speculation. Somebody speculated that he was harassing this other trans streamer. He was encouraging, I don't know if this is true or not, this is just what I read. He was encouraging, I guess harassment is what they say, from his audience onto this other trans streamer. And she, I believe it's a she, had to make a bot to ban anybody who followed Destiny on Twitch, and then the harassment stopped. So some people think that might have caused the ban for him. Destiny said he thought it might be because on Twitter, I guess, he was leaving comments saying that trans women should not be allowed to compete in women's sports at all. And he thought that might have got him banned. That seems less likely that he got banned from something he said on Twitter. Seems more likely that it was either because of the harassment or because he platformed Nick Fuentes on Twitch. That's what I would think. But anyway, banned, and man, he was making a shit ton of money on there. Now, I'm sure he's just going to continue to make more money on like YouTube. He's just going to move his audience over to YouTube. This is what he said. Hateful conduct, promoting, encouraging, and facilitating the discrimination and degeneration of a group of people based on their protected characteristics. So, got banned. But I did read where he was saying like he almost has enough money saved that he wants to have saved. Before he was saying he wanted $1 million saved. And now he's saying he almost has, he's almost reached his savings limit. So he might just retire and like just play video games offline for the rest of his life or so. Must be nice to be a fucking millionaire for streaming, but like when you're an edgelord, it's real easy. He's been doing lots of videos with Lauren Southern. He has no problem with platforming and interacting with white supremacists and helping them spread their message. So, you know, but I will give him kudos, folks. Gonna give Destiny an attaboy, a pat on the back, because when it came out that he got banned, they were saying, see, this happens to other supposedly left-wing people like Brett Weinstein. And the reaction Destiny has here is 100% the reaction you should have when anybody says shit like this to you. Says the perfect thing here. Got to give him a pat on the back. This is how you handle it.
Thoughts on talking to Brett Weinstein, who is also left-leaning and was canceled by the left? Okay. This is why I want to do streams where we keep revisiting like our core values. I'm not going to let people that cancel me change my views. I'm not going to be right-wing. I'm not fucking conservative. Like, I still believe in massive redistribution of wealth. I still believe in socialized healthcare. I still think Trump is a fucking lunatic. I still think we need more responsible foreign policy that doesn't mean abdicating our allies or abandoning all of the theaters that we have open. Like, I'm still a huge fan of, like, open borders. I still like multilateral trade. Like,
so 100% that's how you react, folks. If you get called out or people criticize you, it should not in any way make you abandon all of your morals, all of your principles, and push you to the right like it seems to do with every other fake con, well, left podcaster and streamer out there like Brett Weinstein, Dave Rubin, all of them do the same fucking con, right? So kudos to you. Like, I disagree with Destiny about a lot of his shit, but this is a good response from you. And contrary to popular belief, I've never called for anybody to be banned from any social media platform, period, ever. People just assume that since I have a show that's left-wing, I'm out here calling for people to be banned left and right on social media. I've never done that. I don't give a shit. I don't think anybody should be banned. I don't care. Don't turn that on. I mean, I have said before that I understand why some companies, like I understand why I understand why YouTube would not want to be associated with Alex Jones. Either from a moral standpoint, you don't morally believe that platforming a person that spreads lies and disinformation that hurts people is something you should be associated with, or you might fear lawsuits because he's using your platform to spread bullshit that hurts people and you don't want to be tied up in the legal system. Either way, you have the right to do that and ban him and not be associated with that if you want to, but that doesn't mean I'm calling for that to happen, just because I understand why they would want to do that, right? But also, Lauren Southern got banned. Apparently, Lauren Southern and Destiny have become ride or die together. I don't know if they're like secretly dating or whatever. I don't know. I'm just kidding. I know they both have significant others. I'm just joking, but who knows? But anyway, they seem to be like this. So she clearly just trying to get canceled, quote unquote, on purpose. She's trying to get banned from Twitter on purpose because there is big bucks in playing the victim of cancel culture. So she immediately went on her Twitch and broadcast her debate with Destiny after he got banned, which you're not supposed to do. You're not supposed to platform and broadcast people that have been banned from Twitch on Twitch, because that's considered kind of a ban evasion, right? So she clearly tried to get fucking banned, and she did. She got banned. Here she is explaining. She got banned for aiding account suspension evasion, which she knew was against the rules, but she don't care, because now they can play the victim. She can make those cancellation bucks. The grift keeps on going. This is what they're all a fuck about. I guess Keyfoles, I'm not real familiar with this person, but apparently they are the trans individual who was being harassed. This is what they said. I have no idea. I wasn't following Destiny on Twitch. I wasn't following any of these people. This is all secondhand information, but they claimed they were being harassed by Destiny, and maybe that's what led to his ban. Don't know. You guys can educate me on this. And, all right. Overtime! Who loves overtime? You love overtime! We're in overtime, so reward me. Because hell yeah, it's time for some fucking overtime. And I never have liked Madonna. And I still don't. So now she's decided to jump into the NFT con. God damn it. Not surprised, but this fucking idiot bought this picture for $560,000. Like I said, rich people just shitting in our fucking eyeballs, putting it in our face how rich they are, how they can literally just burn money. And it ain't nothing to them. I would say I'm disappointed in here, but I'm not, because it's exactly what I would expect from these horrible waste of life like Madonna. Never been a fan of her music, never been a fan of hers, period. She sucks. And speaking of this Mad Libs world we live in, holy shit, this whole thing just seems like a random words they're throwing at the algorithm of life that's manifesting itself into our reality. Let me read this. A group of artists created the so-called Caked Apes in January, a spin-off series of the wildly popular lucrative Bored Ape Yacht collection. Now the artists are suing each other over derivative designs. Lawsuits are flying over neon-colored digital depiction of monkeys covered with cake frosting and candles. Sure, why not? Why not joke universe I live in? Why not dark comedy, clearly being created by the programmer god for my amusement? How can I take any of this shit seriously? They made $1.9 million in sales from pictures of neon-colored monkeys covered in cake frosting candles. Because why not? Why the fuck not in this goddamn trash world? And one more, folks, in this trash world. You guys see the Applebee's email that leaked out? Never fucking eat at Applebee's again. Not that I was ever eating that disgusting shit to begin with. It's all just microwaved garbage. Disgusting Applebee's. And apparently they had an email leaked that just shows how fucking evil their organization is. Leaked email. Applebee's franchise execs say that raising gas prices are great for business because the chain can offer workers lower wages. Yeah. Executive Director of Operations, Wayne, doesn't she give his last name? Out these motherfuckers. Says, why gas increase is good for hiring. Team, everyone has heard that gas prices continue to rise. The advantage this has for us is that it will increase application flow and has the potential to lower our average wage. How, you ask? Most of our employees base and potential employee base live paycheck to paycheck. That's not a good thing. Any increase in gas price cuts into their disposable income. As inflation continues to climb and gas prices continue to go up, that means more hours employees will need to work to maintain their current level of living. We are no longer competing with the government when it comes to hiring. Stimulus money is no more. Supplemental unemployment is no more. This benefits us as prices rise. People who we relying on unemployment money simply will have less money to spend. It will force people back into the workforce. Furthermore, other competitors, especially mom and pop companies or smaller businesses, will have to either raise prices, cut employee hours, or pay employees less hourly to hit their profit margins. Some businesses will not be able to hold on. This is going to drive more potential employees into the hiring pool. We all competed to hire out of the limited applicant pool, and there was a wage war. We all saw businesses hiring team members at $18 to $20 an hour. It's still too little. They will no longer be able to afford to do this. Trucking is the backbone of America, and as fuel costs rise, so will the charges for shipping. If those costs cannot be passed onto the customer in terms of menu price, the only area they can cut sizable costs will be in labor. The labor market is about to turn in our favor. What can you do? Besides hiring employees at a lower wage to decrease our labor when able, make sure you have a pulse on the morale of your employees. Your employees that live check to check are impacted more than the people reading this email. Be conscious of that. Many will need to work more hours or get a second job. Do things to make sure you are their employer of choice. Get schedules completed early so they can plan their other jobs around yours. Most importantly, have the culture and environment that will attract people. So hooray! More slave wages. It's good for our bottom line. Fuck the workers. Fuck the backbone of our company. Yay, starve them. Hooray, Applebee's. Yep, the late stage fucking capitalism. I don't know if TGA Fridays is any better, but fuck these motherfuckers. I hope this goddamn bankrupts them, because they goddamn should. And all right, folks, that's my trash world. I got one Karen, but before I do the Karen section, folks, I want to do a quick unboxing. Please move. Miss Cece's like, we gonna do an unboxing, Daddy? Are we gonna do an unboxing? Well, yeah, we are. We gonna do an unboxing. Yeah, we're gonna do unboxing. All right. Quick unboxing, folks. Got some Activate 3. Yeah, thank you. More flea medication for the doggies and some big old bag of rawhides. Rolling. Keep those doggies happy with some rawhides. I believe this was sent by Brenda Needleman. I think that's who sent that. Thank you, hero, Brenda Needleman. And also got a card with $20 and some gift cards in it. Hell yeah. Boom. Is this it? Oh, this is a check. Oh, yeah, I got a $100 check from Don't Read on Your Show. Okay, well, not read on my show. But thank you. You know who you are out there. A nice little card. I sure appreciate it. You're always pulling crap like that. Got a card that says, thanks for giving yourself so unselfishly, for putting other people's need ahead of your own, and for finding time to do nice things nobody else would think of doing. You're always pulling crap like that. Very nice. You know who you are. I definitely appreciate it. And I got $20 and some Walmart gift cards. Two $50, a $15 and a $10 Walmart gift card from Nina. Hero Nina, I enjoy your show. Love that you love your animals. Sorry, your brother is an asshat. Keep up the good work. I will, Nina. Appreciate you supporting the show. Hero Nina, love you. Thanks a lot. Anything else in there? Let me put this in there. So I don't lose that. Anything else in here? I'll put this in there too. Well, where's that check? All right. Don't want to lose this check from the hero that sent it to me. And all right, one more. I got this. What is this? A couple other things in here. Ooh, I'm starting to sweat. More flea medication. Boom! My never-ending war with the fleas. Got some Activate. Cool. More activate. Cool. Appreciate it. Thank you, hero. And this was sent by, says, hey, D, I don't always agree with your off-the-cuff stances, but you do the best job scouring the net to create your latest shows. I've been sub for many years before you got into this latest format. Fleas literally suck from Joe De Niro. Hell yeah, Joe. Thank you for helping me in my never-ending war with the goddamn fleas. Death to fleas! Death to fleas. And all right, one more, folks. Got one more. Karen! To finish the show off. You know why? 'Cause... Bitch! You're caring too much. Nailed it. And last one for the show tonight. You guys see this one? So apparently this father sticking up for his kid. Apparently this, I don't know if she's Mexican, Latino, Asian, I don't know. But apparently she's sort of racist. Gets called out for it. Let's make her famous.
This bitch called me a nigger. This bitch called me a nigger though. She cut my kids in line, first of all, because she feel entitled. Then this stupid bitch called me a nigger.
Your kids were
in front of my kids.
Your kid looked like you
in front of my kids. So not only did you call me a nigger, bitch, you called all my kids niggers.
And I called you.
No, you, bitch. They black too. They black too. This is the shit that I'm talking about. How the fuck would y'all feel if you in a line and a bitch like her cut your kids off like they not even standing there, get in line, and she calls me a fucking nigger?
Are you okay, sir? Are you okay?
She calls me a nigger. And you see my kids? They're all 10 years old.
Are you okay?
He's 9.
Are you okay?
He's black. So, explain this to this bitch.
Like he has a red eye.
I'm motherfucking red. I'm black as he is. And you can single out and call one person a nigga.
Okay, sir?
We don't know what happened. So
why are you following me?
Fuck what happened, bro. Listen to what happened. Do you feel that's fair?
Are you okay, sir?
This trash bitch called me a nigger in front of my kids.
I can't call him a nigger, but he can call me a trash.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
You took it racistly. Like, I called you a bitch because you're a bitch. And you're acting like a bitch. You cut my kids off. You cut my kids off like they didn't mean shit. And it shows how you feel. You just walk past the nigger, right? You just walk past the niggers, right?
Are you okay?
Fuck you mean? Then you talking about you.
No, he's not okay. He's pissed.
I don't think
fucking racist.
Are you okay?
You just exposed yourself. They looking at you like you stupid. We're not racist no more.
Fucking piece of shit.
We're not racist no more. We don't do that shit.
He sounds like me.
Everybody gonna see this shit. This shit's gonna be viral. Bitch, you're going viral.
You're the one that's going crazy on everybody, dude. You're too scared.
How would you feel? How would y'all feel? Y'all come minorities just like me. So if your kids was in here, how the fuck would you feel? They 10 years old getting called niggers. Bitch, you embarrassing.
I called you a nigger.
Nobody's here. It
Oh, well,
don't
that's
matter.
okay then. That's fine.
It doesn't matter. They heard you.
Dude, stop crying. Stop crying. You're too
I didn't call you a beaner, bitch. I didn't call you a wetback. The fuck? I didn't call you that.
I've been called a wetback by a nigger before. That's why I said nigger. Dumb fuck.
You racist, bitch. You're racist. You're
Everybody's
racist.
racist, dude.
You're
I
racist.
have a race. Why can't I be racist?
Fuck you mean?
Fuck you,
Airtight
dude.
logic.
You're even allowed on this side of the world.
Bro.
Go back to
Watch out for
Africa.
bitches like
Go back
me.
to Africa.
Y'all stay,
Nice.
Stay equal. Stay equal. We go through the same shit every day. Trash ass bitch. Fuck you and your baby, bitch. I hope that bitch die in your stomach, bitch.
Oh shit, that's just
Fuck
mean.
you. Stupid hoe. That's why they ain't say nothing. Because they know I'm right. The security right here and they feel what I'm saying, bitch.
Hey, bro, I apologize.
Fuck you. Fuck you, bitch. You heard what he said? The security apologizing to me. Kick that bitch out the store, bro.
Yep.
Kick that bitch out the store, bro.
I work every day. They constantly on my father.
Get her out of the store. What are you doing? She's harassing your customers. Get her fuck out of there. So enjoy your fame. Got 50,000 likes on Reddit already. Gonna go super viral. You get what you fucking deserve. Hell yeah. Do not turn the air conditioner on, please. And folks, That's my show. Another amazing program, if I do say it myself. Killed it. Hey, Dusty, are you still an atheist? Yeah, I'm still an atheist for the most part. You know, I don't associate with the atheist community anymore because they turned out to be trash. But I still have seen no evidence for a supreme being and therefore do not believe in one. However, I'm extremely open to the idea of this being a simulation. So take that for what it is. All dogs are kings, queens, MB royalty. Hell yeah. Dogs are the shit. There's a reason that it's God backwards. Gordon Irvin. What's up, Gordon? Good to see you, not hero, Gordon Irvin. Austin is making his return at Mania after 20 years out of the business. As his former biggest fan of the world, what are your thoughts? Can you show us a clip of when you met him? I don't know if I... Let me go look and see if I can find a clip of me and Austin. I did want to send another shout out to one person who gave me a nice donation. It was... where is it? Scroll down. Where the fuck is it? God damn it. Where is it, Dusty? You can find it. It's PayPal somewhere. Oh, here we go. Nope, that's not it. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Glenn Houston! Hero! Glenn Houston, thank you for your generous donation to the show. One of the greatest heroes in the history of the show. Glenn Houston, love you! And now let me look it up and see if I can find Cult of Dusty Steve Austin. I don't know where the fuck it is, folks. I don't know where the fuck. Oh, here. How about a single picture? I found a single picture. There we go. Boom. Me and Austin. Word at. All right, let me just move this over here. I'll show you the whole fucking thing. Remember when I was on MTV and I was interviewing Steve Austin, little babyface Dusty? Hell yeah, babyface Dusty. Me and Steve Austin. What up? Sexy babyface Dusty. Steve Austin ain't got nothing on me. Let's see, maybe there's a clip here. Nope, no clips, just pictures. That's all right. That's cool. Good enough. Oh, hell yeah! Old school, classic Dusty. And hopefully he's still in good enough shape to wrestle. I guess it's not real, so he'll probably be all right. All right. Wife and I do the naughties while watching you every Friday night. Hell yeah. Hopefully you think about me. I'm about it. Russell, Jimmy Dore, both in T-Rex costumes. I want to do MMA. That seems way funner. Charlene Kirk. Charlene Kirk? Yeah. Are you giving him a woman's name? Kira Lover next to Dusty. What are they saying bad about you in Mississippi being associated with trans? It's not just me. He was calling for the deaths by firing squad of anybody who advocates for trans rights. So it's aimed at me. Not just me, though. Have an awesome night for the kiddies. Trans rights. Hell yes. Celestial Angel. Good to see you tonight. The LGBT Alliance is at Turf.org. Thanks for standing up for trans rights. Hey, it's easy. I sure appreciate it. Love the floss. Love the U-Twinner. And another picture from E. Ending us on an awesome note, just like E is wont to do. Love you, Dusty Man. Love you, Devious Devil. And Floyd. Fluff and stuff became a Dust Buddy. Hell yeah. Welcome to the cool kids. Dusty, the article says MP, member of parliament, not president. For President Proshert has rejoined the military since the invasion. I don't even know what the fuck we're talking about, but okay. Did I call somebody the president that wasn't the president? That sounds like me. Oh, this guy. Okay, yeah. What did I say about it? Okay, whatever. That would be awesome if you started a plant-based business. I would invest. Also, great to hear about the doggo being adopted, and thanks for advertising a plant-based food on Twitter. Hey, no problem. The chicken nuggets are amazing. Highly recommended. Are there any? I already read that. Anything else pop up? All right, Mr. Robinson. You became a Dust Buddy. Welcome to the Cool Kids Club. Good to have you. Spam the chat with impunity. How is the atheist community bad? Because the people that founded it are people like David Silverman, who became an entire fucking chud. Richard Dawkins, who became very disappointed. Lawrence Krauss, who became real disappointed. Just all of them became pretty much grifting, right-leaning shitheads. Disappointed! All right, folks, that's it. We did it. We did it! Love the shit out of you guys. I will be back on Monday. It's only a couple days away. So I'll see you guys very soon. Have a good weekend. Some of you might join me on Twitch, twitch.com/Dusty Smith. There's a link in the description of the video. I'll be playing probably some new Borderlands this weekend. It's a game called Tiny Tina's Wonderland, but it's the next Borderlands game. So we're probably going to play that. I will see you guys on Monday. Do something fun this weekend. Think about me. Love the shit out of you guys. See you soon. And as always, till next time, logic, motherfuckers. Fuck yes. Good night, everybody. Little Wobble Wobble, an original song by Dusty Smith to play us out with. Wobble Wobble. Wobble Wobble. Do 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 do. Do do do. Go. Go Bears! Super chat. Thanks, Eric. Kitty Party Monday! Thank you, Brian. PC, go, 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 go. Drop the shit on the floor. Boom. Trans rights. Yo mama. Wobble wobble, 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 wobble wobble. Do 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 wobble wobble, wobble wobble, wobble wobble, wobble wobble. Thank you, Brian PC. Do 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 do.